Ta-da! And we're live. And we're live. Hey, everybody, it's me. It's Enzo. It's Joe. It's Dawn.
We're not live. We are not live.
Yeah, it says we're live.
Well, now it says we're live. Okay, there was a lag there.
Oh, geez, I'll tell you what, Enzo, putting the scares up me. No, we're live. Look at Dawn and Joe. And look at Joe. Isn't he lovely? I keep saying how lovely he looks with his haircut. He does. Yeah. Do you like it, Dawn? Do you like his hair that short?
I love it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it looks lovely. Yes, and Enzo looks lovely and festive today. Look at that. So hey everybody, I just want to say hello to everybody who's alone at Christmas. Isn't that terrible? Mr. Madness, thank you. I saw you said you were a new person to the channel, so thank you. And good evening, I guess. I'm not sure where you are, Mr. Madness. It's Christmas Day for me, so Santa has already been and gone. I guess he's on his way over there to you, so you all better be good, or he'll leave coal in your stockings. Betty, hello. Sunsaver. Jennifer B, hello. Oh, Jason Keto, hello. I need to really tune into your channel starting tomorrow. Jason does all keto stuff, and let's just say it's time for me to shut my mouth and not eat anymore. And who else is here? Who have I missed? Betty, did I say hello to you, Betty? I'm sorry if I didn't. And I think, am I caught up? Who have I missed? Oh, Drew. Hello, Drew. Drew sent me some lovely pictures yesterday of his Christmas celebration. Crossover Paranormal Society. Hello, Fairy Dragon. Hello. And Arden. Oh, Sam. I'll hang on. I'll do something for you in a minute. Sam's here as well. There you go. Woo-hoo. So Merry Christmas. Just a second. I'm just going to invite poor old Sam over. She always invites me over, and I knew that I'd missed somebody. So it looks like Sam is needing an invite. Aren't I organised, everybody?
Yes.
Oh, there you are, Sam. I'm always organised. What are you talking about? Invite and copy. And only if you've got your face on, Sam. I know what it's like. But there you go. Pop in and say hello. So it's Christmas Day for me. And hi, Dee. And Christmas Eve for everybody else. So what's happening with you two guys, Joe and Dawn? Are you just doing nothing?
Just hanging out.
We were
watching stuff on TV
and then got so bored you thought you might as well go on Karen's live.
And then I was like, oh shit, Karen's going live and she sent the invite. No.
I've been cooking for him too. He hasn't had to cook for a few days because I've cooked for him.
Oh, now I told you, I think everybody would like to watch you two do some cooking. Because when Joe does his cooking
show,
well, they should do one, Enzo. They're paranormal, obviously. They do paranormal investigations, and they're very good at it together. I like watching them together. However, Dawn cooks some really yummy things. Joe sometimes, when he goes live, is in his kitchen, right? And he puts a little camera down there, and he's fluffing around.
And it was, of course, it was that sausage.
It was sausage, and I just sort of thought that would be kind of cute. They could do a little cooking segment, except talk about where they're going. Like talk about next week we're going to do such and such, and this is the ingredient for that because Dawn made some. I still haven't made them yet, Dawn, but I'm going to make the little nut things with the peanut butter in them.
That'd be a nice change because most of the investigators that I know, most of the investigators that I know would just show you the best truck stops to find the best snacks at.
Yeah, you could just say, "Hey, this is what we're cooking up for our trip," and all these yummy things.
It's an idea. Chitters.
Oh gosh, let me see who else. Oh, hello Elaine and Maisie Rose and Kaz has just popped in. Good morning. Oh, actually, what time is it there, Maisie? It'll be about 2 a.m. in the morning, I suspect. But there we go. Everybody's coming in. I don't know whether to be happy that everybody's coming in or disappointed. Oh, hang on. Here's Sam. There we go. Oh, what's going on? Sam Arden is in the stream with audio only. Oh, it's still playing up. So speak, Sam.
Hello.
Hello. Can't see you. I don't know. Yeah. Enzo does it every time when we can't see. I don't know what it is in my settings, but
That's
if you
weird because it says I'm in the show.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird. I could muck around with that now, I suppose. It could be something.
If you speak into the recorder, we can hear you.
Do you see that, Sam?
Yes, I can see everything.
Dear.
You guys
it
hear
has
me
to be something in my settings.
Ghost says that she can see us.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me have a look.
Hear you fine.
Okay.
I can hear you fine anyway, Sam. I just can't. It gives me the option to edit your name, edit mic settings, kick from the studio, or ban from the studio.
You don't have your camera on right now, right?
No, I don't because I look like I got.
It's funny if the camera is on, you'll pop up. Except, of course, everybody can see you, and but we can hear you. That's the important thing.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's all right.
I'll go in.
Oh, hey, Catherine. Hello.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks ambient. I was telling Enzo I was going to try and look as festive as he is with some Christmas lights around my neck or whatever, but they were too bright, so I've put them back with the monkey. The monkey's got the lights. I've got everything lit up. I've even got a Christmas tree, Enzo. I don't think. Did you see my Christmas tree? Oh, no, because I was on a Zoom. That's why. Oh. Yeah, I put my Christmas tree there. It's come from the lounge room, what do you call it, living room, into my office. So it's just there. But there you go. Hey, Kaz. One, because there's two Kazes. Yeah, so what plans have you got for the rest of the day, guys? Anything interesting, or are you just going to, because it's the evening, isn't it, there? So you just got to wait for Santa.
Yeah, Santa Claus already showed up.
Oh, did he?
Already showed up. Did
yep,
sneak out?
Same here.
NORAD, Santa is just passing Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
Oh, gosh. Gee, Santa's slow.
Heading this way.
We had an early Christmas.
Here we go. Here's trouble as well. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason. You can't see me, but hello.
Oh, it looks like Jason's very merry. How many beers have you had? I don't even know. Just one. Okay.
A little bit of the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. My headphone wasn't working, so it was like, whatever. 17.
17 beers.
I can't stay long, but I decided to pop in here, guys, and make sure everybody was having a Merry Christmas.
Yep. Well, that was the idea. Merry Christmas. Okay, fuck off.
Well, damn.
Not very Christmassy.
he said he couldn't stay long, so I thought, oh, well, fuck off then.
My kids are waiting. Like I got my family. It's Christmas Eve, lady.
Yeah, I know. It is Christmas Eve. I did say, I'm just joking. I did say to everyone, just did not expect it to stay. Just pop in and say good day to everybody who's miserable and on their own in the chat. I'm nice, aren't I?
Hello, everybody.
I'm on my own. I was on my own last night. Last night for Christmas.
Kids?
Oh, well, not technically on my own. I had my kids, but they were all in their bedrooms. Does anyone else have that issue? Your kids are all home, but they're just in their rooms. You might as well be alone.
That's
but I did watch the Grinch, the Jim Carrey movie yesterday. I did watch that with one of my daughters. Yeah, I'm getting rowdy, aren't I, Elaine? I'm getting rowdy. And I'm only drinking Coca-Cola. So there you go.
Me too. Cheers.
There you go. Imagine if they actually put the Coke back in the Coca-Cola.
I guess if I had enough, it would read Coca-Cola, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Did RPI come in? I didn't see. But RPI.
How many people are watching? How many people are hanging out with us on this Christmas Eve?
Oh, I don't know.
Day for those in the future.
I'm not on the YouTube.
It says 21.
Yeah. What was that, Enzo?
YouTube is saying 21 watching.
21 people.
But it says on my side.
Oh, well, that's all right. That's pretty cool. Hello, 21 people.
Now 22.
Oh, good on you, Cobalt. Oh, Elaine. I just decided Coca-Cola. I was going to have a festive drink, and I thought, don't.
Are you feeling better, Karen? Last night you were not feeling so
good. Really revolting yesterday. After I got off the live with you, I went and took, do you know what Phenergan is? Like, it's an antihistamine. It can make you a little bit dopey. It's just if you've got an allergic reaction to something, you can take it. But it also can make you sleepy and drowsy. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take some so I can knock myself out and sleep. So straight after that stream, because the headache just would not go, and I took it, and I woke up this morning at around about 7 o'clock, which is late for me because I'm usually awake by 4:35. And I laid there and I went, I don't have a headache. So I don't know. I feel fine today. So it was really weird.
You look a little more bright-eyed than you did yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday really, really.
Yeah, so we had like a little like Christmas party hangout Zoom type thing with some of our friends, and Karen was just like,
yeah, it even hurt to talk.
Which is, as all y'all know, is unusual. For Karen to just be so like
silent.
Yeah,
and just just nothing. There was just nothing coming across, and we were worried about you.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Me and you pooped out at kind of the same time because I had to go to bed, and you were just like, "I'm done. I need to tune out. I need to go get in bed and stuff." So I'm glad you're feeling better.
Sunsaver. I would much rather. The hot tea sounds
tea
like
and cannabis.
Yeah, but cannabis you can keep. No, I'd much rather Phenergan.
Besides, and it's funner to say. Like, listen.
Phenergan.
I'll say the Phenergan all day.
Yeah, but besides that, the cannabis is still illegal in Australia. So if I got pulled over driving, I'd be in trouble. I've never had the cannabis. Never. Isn't that interesting? No desire.
I don't think you need it.
No, I don't think I need it. I'm all right. There you go. I've never had a desire for anything like that. Sometimes I wonder, like, I wonder how you would feel. Do you know what I'd like to try, Enzo? Go down to wherever it is down south, in the Amazon jungle or whatever, and do that thing that the people do that, I don't know what it is, that the locals have, and you drink it and then you kind of have a spaced out episode where you meet aliens.
Ayahuasca
peyote type thing?
That's it, ayahuasca. That I would love to try with people that I'm safe with, obviously people looking in on. I'd love to have it. Imagine if you could see
charged up, standing by.
Yeah, just in case it opens up a portal and the little aliens come out. But I'd love to try that just to have. I mean, I don't know. I reckon that's the only thing. That's the only kind of thing I'd think. Oh, that could be fun. But only if I was safe. Then again, it might not. Maybe something scary could happen in it.
Those clockwork elves could be coming out of the woodwork.
Since it's Christmas Eve, I want to give somebody one of my calendars for this year.
Oh.
Since it's Karen's channel, Karen, you just get to pick somebody in the chat at random. And they can email me and I'll send them a calendar.
All right, I'll think of a way. Oh, there you are. Beautiful Sam. Yeah.
In the flesh.
In the flesh. That's better. Yeah, I can't work it out, Sam. It's obviously my end on the StreamYard that's doing that. Except I had a look before I came in. I can't see anything in the settings, or
it's just really weird. Yeah,
I know. Weird. Well, it's when if Crow shows up, if he's not asleep, Crow.
Is he here right now?
No, he's not asleep. No one's here. It's only us. It's only us five. It's getting hot here again. It was big thunderstorms last night and everything cooled down to about 20, 22, but it's starting to get, it's really squishy under because there's been flash flooding and all that sort of thing in different parts of town. But now it's squishy underfoot outside, but when the sun comes out and it's out, it dries up all that. But, it's just humid. It's not pleasant. And you guys are just all cold, aren't you? Because you've got,
No, not here. It was 60 Was 61 today?
Yeah, it's kind of warm here, but it's rainy. It's
Yeah,
drizzling.
mild
Raining
here
here
too.
all day.
Mild
That's
here too
weird.
in Canada, but rain.
Considering what happened last Christmas, as everybody in chat knows too, like we had Cassie, who's part of the family. Cassie couldn't even get home for Christmas because the snow was so bad. There was Virginia City was snowed in up to 10-foot high drifts. I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible everywhere. And then funny, Cheryl, you're in Tassie, aren't you? I'm pretty sure. I'm getting to remember everything. Yeah. It might come down to you. What does Blue Sky say? Speaking of calendars, I'm waiting for the Mr. Grey swimsuit calendar.
Aren't we all?
We all. I reckon a debunker's calendar, but sort of like the old days when they had those magazines where men used to pose, with the little. Although that could be sexist, so I better be careful. You can't make jokes like that anymore. Sexist.
We should do a calendar next year that's just like ghost hunters and debunker and like all of us send in photos and then we make a calendar out of it.
Yeah, and we could donate the money to charity if we made any. That could be it. We could pick a charity and donate some money to it. Always good to do that, even though we're all really charity cases ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
how do I get on that charity list?
Yeah. High educated investigator. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just
Jason, sorry, Jason, did you get that PayPal that I sent you for the calendar?
I did. I have your calendar.
Because it wasn't showing no, I wasn't asking when you were sending it. It wasn't showing. It wasn't showing because I had to do it through PayPal through my bank, and it didn't show up there or in my banking. But I had sent a PayPal to another channel, and it showed up there. So I just wanted to make sure that you got it.
Well, you're gonna get a calendar either way, so it's all good.
Oh, so you went. How many calendars did you make this year, Jason?
I made 50, and I've sold 4.
Oh, all right. You
so
might
I probably won't make calendars again next year because it cost me a few $100s to do that. But
wow.
So we've got some calendars to get rid of, but we're giving away one right now, guys. Karen's going to pick somebody in the chat to get a calendar. It's a cemetery calendar. If you don't know who I am,
ask a Christmas trivia question, maybe, or
that's not my job. This is Karen's channel. She gets to pick. I don't care.
I know. All right, Christmas trivia. All right, the first person to get the question right.
Spelling count.
All right, the first person in chat to pop up with the first, like with the right correct answer. I've got okay. Oh, geez. See, I know the answer to it off the top of my head, but if I say the question, look, it doesn't matter. What's the famous movie everybody watches at Christmas that stars Jimmy? What's his name?
Oh,
Jimmy.
You're on a first name basis.
Jimmy Stewart.
Thank you. What is the name of that movie that everybody watches at Christmas that stars Jimmy Stewart? Come on. The first person that pops up gets a calendar. Hey, Stock Explorer. Look, everyone's Googling. See?
Uh-huh.
I reckon that's what it is. Yeah, it's Stewart. Yeah. That's his Stewart. Jimmy Stewart stars in this Christmas movie. Jimmy Stewart. Oh,
there's Sunsaver.
Yeah, Sunsaver got it.
Sunsaver gets it.
All right, Sunsaver, go to my about whatever.
Sunsaver, you can email either me or Karen. My email address is thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. Karen's is.
Oh, they can just Cemetery Road.
Yeah.
Type that in the chat. So.
You're going to email me your address and I will send it off. Toot sweet.
Just check that, Jason. I just put it up. Is that correct? Did I spell cemetery right?
Perfecto.
Just send Jason your address and he'll post it out. There you go. Woo-hoo, giveaways at Christmas. Hello to you.
Presents.
Yeah, everyone likes presents. I suppose I could give a present, couldn't I? Have I got a picture of it? I've got there we go. No, I've got mugs. I could order one and get it sent, couldn't I? Except I would pick the one. This isn't my favorite mug, but I love the color. This isn't my favorite.
Nice color.
I like
It's
that.
got Waverly Hills on it. Look, Waverly Hills, and my cartoon head, which is much better than mine, and that. But I could give away one of those, I suppose, couldn't I? Post it out. Except that there's one that's nice. It's me having coffee with Bigfoot. I wish I could find the picture. But anyway, I'll do that. I'll give away one of those later on. Do you want one, Joe? You look sad. Maybe a mug would cheer you up.
No, I'm good. I'm just out of it.
Oh, that's all right. You don't. If you're tired, you
Here's
don't
a Christmas tree, Joe.
What's that?
Joe, where's the Christmas tree?
A Christmas tree.
We don't have one up. We haven't put one up since my mom died.
Yeah. You lose this time of the year. It's sometimes if you've got nobody with you that should be here, it gets a bit depressing. But let's not go there.
You got to put some Christmas lights up at least, because Christmas lights are the bomb.
Those were cool, Jason.
$1 at Walmart.
$1.
$1.
How do you make any money? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I know, but I suppose if you think about it, they're getting rid of them quick, and then it's either someone buys them for $1 or they go in the bin. Probably. I don't know why that would be. But Walmart is my favourite store. I love Walmart. The big ones, the superstores. I could spend all day in Walmart if I was a millionaire.
I'd avoid that place at all costs.
This time of year, do it. Yeah, don't go.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Anytime. It doesn't matter.
Full combat shopping right now.
It's funny. The one that I go to when I'm in America is the one in Carson City, and I've never had anything horrible happen to me there. The staff there, I walk in.
You're not going at Christmas time.
Oh well. Yeah, I've avoided our stores.
Now that Walmart isn't open 24 hours a day, you don't get to see
the weirdos.
What really goes on
The nightlife.
Walmart.
In their pajamas.
The nightlife.
And then some.
Oh, they still go in their pajamas.
Yeah. If you want to see cryptids, aliens, ghosts,
go to Walmart.
Go to Walmart about 3 a.m. You're going to see them.
I didn't realize it was open 24 hours.
It used to be here in Canada too, but I don't think it's been like that for about 3-4 years, maybe.
About 3, yeah. It's been a while.
Something like that out here, yeah.
Since all the lockdowns and stuff like that, they got rid of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think educated investigator says Wally weirdos. Oh,
yeah.
Oh dear.
Are you feeling any better today, Karen?
Yeah, I was just saying at the beginning, I knocked myself out with some Phenergan, which is an
Phenergan.
Phenergan. We call it
Funny
Phenergan.
story. That's Enzo's pet name. So, Phenergan.
Yeah, but I just slept and slept. So when I woke up this morning, the Phenergan kind of makes you feel a bit drowsy when you wake
what
up.
Is this Phenergan?
Not the Enzo Phenergan, just the regular Phenergan. Enzo Phenergan's like an energy shot. Like, you're good to go for a while.
But yeah, no, Phenergan.
I don't know how to respond to that.
No, neither do I. So I'm not going to. Yeah, it's just an antihistamine, for allergies and stuff.
Okay. I thought it was some German kind of.
No, it sounds more Swedish, doesn't it? Like the Swedish chef.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm feeling good. I'm so glad because I really, really was not well yesterday, and I was really annoyed. I don't like being out of it. I don't like feeling ill at all ever. And especially when I'm, like yesterday we had a little Zoom and I haven't had an opportunity to speak to Cassie or anybody for so long. And it was an opportunity to catch up with it. And I felt like I wanted to die. I just thought,
and you look like it too. Like you just looked like you were over it. And I was worried. I knew you had a lot of plans for like this live stream and stuff. And I was just like, man, I hope she's not sick through all that, because I know you tend to go like really long on your live streams, especially these like, hey, if you're alone for the holidays, come see me.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to be like just wore out, just having no energy because you're sick. Like that would have been.
Yeah, she was going to come on my live.
I tuned in, like I was like, oh, good, she looks so much better now.
Yeah, she was going to come on mine last night, but she wasn't feeling good.
No, and I felt bad because I wanted to. That's why I popped into the chat, because Sam had a live yesterday.
Yeah.
But who was with you yesterday? Sonny wasn't he? Sonny was on the line.
Sonny came up. Exploring Harley was up there first.
Harley, yeah.
But he was up there for the duration.
Yeah. So, Sonny's good value. Oh, I didn't send him an invite.
Sonny's awesome. Yeah, Sonny's good people.
But I would assume Sonny's busy with his family today.
Oh yeah.
Lots of people have family that they're busy with. Jason still has little kidlets. How are the kidlets?
Kibber in the chat says, I used to work at Walmart when it wasn't open 24 hours, and we had to do the Walmart squiggle before we opened the doors to our customers. Talk about embarrassing. So if you don't know, because I've worked for Walmart before as well. I worked on the distribution side, but I definitely know what the Walmart squiggle is.
What is it?
So they do like when you start your shift or whatever, you have like a team meeting and everybody's like, all right, guys, what are we going to do today? We're going to be awesome. And this is our goals. And then you have to do a chant. They have like a Walmart chant that they have all the employees do before you start. And then you do like WAL and then squiggle and you like shake your butt. MART, and like it's stupid. It's so dumb. I had to do it in a warehouse where there were no customers, but I have witnessed it at a Walmart in a store when they had to do it in front of customers, because it's like it was 24 hours. So it's like, well, customers are shopping, and listen, Kibber, they still do it in front of customers, because I'm in Walmart's it's so stupid. I hate it.
A friend of mine, he's worked for Walmart for a while now, and like they haven't done that. They have their meetings, but they haven't done that whole whatever that whole.
It still happens. I think it just depends on your management if they want to embarrass you or not.
Yeah. Maybe if on that day the manager thinks that's stupid, they don't do it.
Saw it today even.
Hey, probably not paranormal. Welcome in, madness. But yeah, so Tanya's my mod from God. That's what I call her. She's not in yet, but she's the best mod. She said she may not get in because of holiday celebrations, but yeah, if she's listening there, lurking anywhere, Merry Christmas.
And I'm gonna pop out here, guys, because I got to get back to the family. But Karen, you're amazing for providing a place for hanging out on these holidays. I super love you for that. Guys, have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, whatever you do during this time of year. Love you guys for all the support you give our channels. And I will talk to you guys later.
Thanks for the big giveaway, Jason. That was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, man, it's the least I could do. I want to give people stuff for the holidays. Karen, if you want, like, I know you do these things for a couple hours. If you want to throw down like another calendar giveaway, just let me know who wins it. I'll send another calendar out too. I got plenty, so we're good.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll talk to you later, and thank you for popping in and doing all of that. And
no
Merry
problem.
Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas, guys.
Bye, Jason. There we go. Yeah. Cheryl, I'm sorry to hear your mum's not well. I'm not quite sure how old she is, but Cheryl, one of our regulars, looks after her mum at home, her elderly mother, and her mum's not doing too well today. So, oh well, hopefully she comes better, and I'm not quite sure what 83. Geez, 83,
Oh, wow.
not 7. That's all right. But look, just take it easy. Sometimes there's not much you can do other than what you are doing, and you're doing a wonderful job anyway because you're looking after her. So good on you.
Yeah, I live with my 80-year-old mom. I moved in to help my mom out back in the summer. Yeah.
So Sam understands as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So, it's Christmas Day. Just do what you can for her and get her comfy and try to at least put your feet up for a little while and try to relax. It's a hard slog. But what do you do? I don't know. There's no real answers. But I hope well, I would assume you're getting the help that you can get from the government. So take advantage. Don't be like some people say, no, I don't need help. Get the help. You ask for people to come in and give you a break. It doesn't hurt. That's not doing anything wrong by having a break. You need it for your own sanity. Trust me, I know. What about you, Sam? Save your sanity sometimes, just like, I've got to get out of the house and get someone.
Well, my mom is 80, but she's not 80. She's got more energy than I have, and I'm only 57. So.
Oh, well, then don't take Sam as a good example.
No. My mom still runs her own baking business. She's been so busy the past couple of weeks. It's insane. Yeah.
Joe, you're allowed to go to bed, sweetheart. And besides, you've got to keep some energy for Dawn. Like, that'll put you to sleep. Dawn needs her Christmas present.
Oh, she's been getting her Christmas present.
My stocking stuffer.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry, Dawn. Dawn knows that I adore Dawn. I'm so happy that her and Joe have gotten together and all that sort of thing, because since they have, it's just lovely. And it's nice watching him investigate. And I think most people here know who Joe is, and you've probably watched his channel. I reckon you all have. Who?
Who's
yeah.
Joe?
I don't know who he is.
57 Paranormal.
No idea.
Yeah, go on over and check it out, because it's fun, and it's good when they're together. You really do go well together with the investigator.
You guys definitely compliment each other, and I think it was on Dawn's Facebook that I said that I was really glad that you two found each other.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't have picked a better guy, Dawn. Seriously.
Yeah, she could have. Oh yeah.
Well.
I don't know. He
together.
I don't know. All I know is that Joe.
Dawn, I can see how happy Joe is since you guys hooked up. Oh yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
you got to be doing something right, girlfriend.
No, Joe's a really nice guy, and he deserves something
awesome.
that is just as nice. And she is. She's just as nice as Joe, and she looks after him, and I'm sure he looks after her. So. That's enough of the love stuff. It's getting gooey now.
I know.
What? Gooey. Yeah, no, it's nice. I, on the other hand, am happy on my own with just my dogs and my birds, and who knows? Yeah, no. Can you imagine me hooking up with somebody? They'd have to have they'd go insane. I'd be like, no, I don't want to cook for you. No, fuck off. Go away. No, I like my alone time. But I do love hanging out with my friends, so that's good. That makes the fun for me. What do you reckon, Sam?
Who, me?
Not much.
What? Oh, I'm glad I'm single. You know, they say once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, well, I've been bitten 3 times, so I'm 3 times shy. I'm just like, no, I think once you've been bitten enough, you kind of think, okay, I won't play with that.
Oh, I haven't given up. I'm just not looking. It's not a necessity.
Nah, it's not a necessity. My only necessity is getting up in the morning, having fun, talking to people, laughing. It's all there. It's all good. But there. Who else have I missed in the chat? Has anyone popped in that I haven't seen? Everyone's basically just saying hello to everybody else. Dee. Oh, hang on. Did I miss Dee saying goodbye? Oh, see, this is what happens when Tanya's not here. Christmas lunch. Oh, Yeah, Dee probably can't hear me. Oh, maybe she can. Can you still hear me, Dee? But yeah, first Christmas after her daddy's passed away. So always different, isn't it? But I'm not going to bring it down, okay? Because half the people in here are probably in here for that reason, that they've lost somebody or they're just, on their own. Oh, I married a witch 46 years ago, but she's still here. Not very nice. That's terrible. So you haven't thrown, what is it that's supposed to melt a witch? Water, isn't it? Like melting. Was it water that they threw on the witch?
Yep.
Yeah. There's some fella on the TikTok who tells, it's like jokes. It's just short little jokes. Someone will knock on his door and ask a question and he'll start to answer it. One of his kids goes, "Hey, Dad, what's it like to be married?" And he turns around and he goes, he says something derogatory like "go away" or whatever, and the kids start.
Actor.
Is it
actor? I can't remember his name, and his son.
Yeah, and his son, and he's going, "Oh," and he walks away and he goes, "Where are you going? I haven't finished talking to you yet," like that sort of thing. So it's kind of
apologize. Like, apologize for what?
Yeah, apologize for what? Apologize.
Now you know what it's like to be married.
Yeah. Oh gosh. It's a bit like that because women talk. If you haven't noticed, women do talk a lot. We like to talk. We like to talk about our feelings. We like to talk about, how's your day been and how did that make you feel? And then when men just don't really, it's like pulling chicken teeth, which means chicken don't have teeth, but you know what I mean. It's hard. So men and women are very different animals. Same species, just very, very different.
I'm not
some men. Yeah, some men can talk a lot.
On the phone, I don't hardly say a damn thing.
But you can talk. Like Joe can talk. Joe's capable of having a good old chat when he lets himself go, isn't he, Dawn? Like once he relaxes, blah, 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 out it comes.
Oh, sorry to hear about that, Mr. Madness. My condolences.
What did I miss? Oh, that he married a witch.
No.
Oh,
no.
Damn, Karen.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
RPA said that COVID took his wife last year, and I was just saying my condolences. Sorry for your loss.
Oh, well, then that's why you're here. You can join in with us. My son's gone, and Dee's dad left, and it can be. That's the thing about Christmas time. It's the time to, so they say, to be kind to everybody and get together and have fun. But when people that you love are missing, it's not so good. Is it, Mr. Madness? But yeah. So that's why I did this live today, and I think that's why a lot of other people in the community are doing their little lives, is because Christmas isn't a great time for a lot of us. Sometimes Christmas is just a reminder of what we've lost. But then again, embrace it.
Yeah, I did my live last night, but it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, no. What happened?
Oh, no, it's all good.
Is it?
All good. Yeah.
Oh, you can tell me later. Who do I have to beat up?
I can't.
Oh. Okay.
I have a bone to pick with somebody, but that's for...
Yeah.
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 Oh.
There's some drama going on.
Say about it. Yeah.
Have you got any drama music, Enzo? Dun 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 dun.
No, I don't have any drama music.
It can be brutal for the emotions, Sunsaver, at Christmas. Yeah, it can. But like if you let yourself go there, like I could let myself drift off to the fact that my boy's not here and he should be, and then I'd cry, and where would that get me? Nowhere. It'd just get me all red-eyed and upset. So I try to veer away and just think if he's around, which I think he should be, he wouldn't want his mum sooking. He wouldn't want me crying. He'd say, have some fun, Mum. So that's why I'm glad to be on here today, because I'm having fun. I'm talking to my friends, And I'm so pleased that Joe and Dawn popped in, and Enzo, of course. They didn't have to. Joe and Dawn could have just, gone to bed. Couldn't you guys? But they popped in, and that's to say hey to all of you in the chat too, you see. So that's the whole idea. But so there you go. That's enough of the sad stuff. But feel free to share.
Enough of the sad stuff.
Feel free if you need that extra hug in the chat. It's all good. Hey, Parasolo. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, yes, we'll all be safe for the new year. We better be. I'm looking out for a few names here that I haven't seen pop up yet. Jennifer R. isn't here. Maisie, are you still here? Probably. Oh, yeah, there she is. So, yeah, there's a few people that I wanted to shout out today. But, Maisie, I hope you're having a nice, Christmas hang on, if I'm Christmas Day, you're early Christmas Day, I think.
What's the time difference between Scotland and Australia?
I can't remember. I know that I'm pretty sure. Maisie, what time is it? That's something stupid. It's AM. It's Christmas Day at AM. I know that. But it's about maybe, I don't know, 10 hours maybe? Not sure. But they're behind, but see, so Santa's already been to me, so there you go. Oh, there you go. 1:41 in the morning on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's 8:41 here where I am in Canada.
Yeah, about 10 hours. Yeah. So what time is it there, Sam? Sorry?
Almost 8:42.
It's the same for you.
Same time zone as Joe. Sorry.
Joe. Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah.
ET time. Yeah.
ET time. Sunset, I've lost my two best men and the two women who loved me the most in the world. All of my heroes are in heaven now. So it's just not the holiday that it used to be for me. Oh, well, big kisses. I know. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I gifted myself an Xbox. Myself an Xbox Game Pass, and Starfield was pretty, so I'm doing that now. Okay. I haven't got my children have got Xboxes. I can't even play any of those games. Hi, Michael's Adventures.
My mom got me a beautiful pair of moccasins for Christmas. Just gorgeous. Manitoba mucklucks.
Yeah.
They're really nice. They're so nice I'm afraid to wear them.
Too nice to wear.
Too nice.
Yeah, where's your little dog?
What's that? Sorry?
Harley. Where's Harley? Harley, your dog.
He's sleeping on my pillow. He's.
Oh, I can see him. Yeah, I can see him. I can see him.
You barely see him. I took him out tonight. I'd forgotten. I was in the dollar store last Christmas or the Christmas before, and I grabbed him a little Santa Claus coat. And I forgot all about it until I was digging through a bunch of my stuff yesterday. And I was going to put it on him this morning when I took him out, and I forgot. So I took him out tonight. There was about 5 or 6 cars coming down the street and up the street, and everybody slowed down, and they're all looking out the window and smiling at him. It's pretty cute. It was cute. What are you laughing at?
Glazed.
Oh, okay. I just saw that.
That's Frank, isn't it?
That's Frank.
Yeah.
Boing.
Hey, Frank. My goodness me. I read it and I'm like, huh? And then I'm like, I know who that is. Oh, dear. Hey, Florida Claimers. Oh, gosh. Yeah, there you go.
Have a good Christmas, RPI. I'm Randy. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, Randy. Oh, that's easy for me to remember. That's cheap
Randy.
bird out there. Okay. Look, have a happy Christmas. And, I hope you have such a happy Christmas you don't have to pop in, but if you come back, that'd be nice too. All right. See you, mate. Bye. Hey, Blue Sky. Oh, I said hello to you before anyway, didn't I, Lisa? Sorry. I'm repeating my hellos, but there you are. Randy. What's Kiba got to say? Since I spent most of this year in bed and hubby took all my cards away and cut them up, I have done absolutely no shopping, so definitely not Christmas here. What cards? What do you mean? He took your cards away and cut them up. Do explain. Credit cards. Oh. Wow, Kibba, maybe that's for your own good. And besides, I think... For me, I don't know how everyone else feels, but for me, Christmas time is really about kids. Like I'm not a religious person, so for me, it's Santa. Kids, for me it's Santa, and that's right, kids and Santa and imagination and having fun and all that sort of thing. So Christmas presents for the kids from Santa is important, but so far as the adults, it's kind of just like, you're not a kid anymore. You don't really need me to spend money on you. However, I still do. I still might save them.
I'm like that too. With my mom and my sister.
Just something small. Just something small.
It'll normally get said every year just before Christmas that don't worry about buying gifts, but everybody does it anyway. So
yeah, and I think sometimes words are just as nice, like just a simple, simple thing. So
I can remember as a kid, I would always make my parents homemade gift cards. Like homemade cards in school or at home and everything. And my mom still has most of them from when I was a kid.
Florida Claim. Hey, Christmas put some paranormal activity on my wallet this year. The money just disappeared. Hey, Marco, of Yule. Let's see. Kibber's daughter splurged and brought 19 candy bags home, so I'm on a sugar high. Oh, golly, candy. Actually,
wow.
Yeah. When I was in America at the Walmart, they had the, we've got them here too. They sell Christmas stuff on a little table outside the Walmart, like lollies and chocolates. Oh, crap. Rotary Club? No. Rotary? Is it Rotary? Oh, anyway.
The Rotary Club. Maybe, because I know in Canada it's usually the Salvation Army outside of big box stores and whatnot.
Army, or wait, is it Salvation Army? Am I thinking? I think they're the annoying fucking people who stand out there with goddamn bell.
They got the bell. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Salvation Army has the bell, the red kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it was Rotary because it was the Rotary because here in Australia the Rotary sell just Christmas cake.
That's the Rotary Club.
Yeah, but when I was walking out, it said the Rotary Club, and I went, because I recognised it. But they didn't have crappy Christmas cakes. They had boxes of chocolates and toffee on sticks like lollipops. And so I brought a box of the lollipop ones, which were basically just toffees on a stick. And I've just about polished them all off.
I was just going to say, how many are left?
Not many. There's about 5 left. But mind you, that's since I've been back, like not in one hit.
Yeah.
What's Sunsaber say? I do have my 4 best, cute, cuddly and well-behaved kitties here with me, and they are sleeping peacefully together in a single pile of pussy. So I guess I'm doing okay for a single guy.
I think I have seen that video.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You have to tell me your secret there, Enzo. I need to add some stuff to mine for certain occasions.
The magic of OBS.
Yes, he's on the OBS.
Never mind.
Yeah, I know. Sam and I had this same conversation. I tried to work out the OBS, and I can't. If I had like if Enzo, maybe that's what you can do. If I get to Virginia City, you can show me how to do it. You can show me. Oh God, you can show me how to do the OBS thing.
Pardon?
Teach me. Yeah, teach me. He knows what I mean, because it's kind of like I'm pretty good with technology, and I put the OBS on my thing. And I wanted to use it for being on the YouTube so I could do different things like that. But I couldn't work out for the life of me how to, and I know you can, how to make it that it runs by, like you're on YouTube while you're doing it. And that's a trick. And people kept trying to explain. I watched all the YouTube videos on how to do it, but they were using different OBS to me. And I'm like, it's all in the too hard basket. I'll just stick to StreamYard. It's easier. I could always have just a little... a separate little box with sounds and things on it, but then again, I've got my sound. I've got my sound man Enzo here. I don't need to. He can just do it.
You can get a Stream Deck, which is cheap. That's just got the little buttons on there, and you just program the little buttons for whatever you want.
Not exactly cheap though.
What's that, Joe?
It's not cheap.
Not exactly cheap.
For Black Friday, you can get like the 15 button one for like right around $100.
Oh, that's not bad, $100. And so, where's that plug into, Enzo?
It's a USB port, just a USB on the back of your thing.
And then
and it comes with a little piece of software that you upload, and it's got you can program it to do kind of anything. That's how I fire off all my little buttons here. You push a button and.
Whoa. Oh, cool. Oh, well.
It's got my fire, my snow, and got my math thing. I'm trying to figure something out.
Oh, that looks like fun. That looks like fun. Well, I might try and get one of those, or maybe try and when I get back to America, maybe buy one there, and then we'll figure out how to use it.
I'll help you figure it out.
I would use OBS, but I can't figure out how the hell to have guests on with OBS. And
a lot of people are having issues like that. They can't figure out how to
use it.
Incorporate guests.
It's that. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Bye, Jonathan B. Have a lovely Christmas, and thanks for dropping by. Love you lots. I love seeing you in the chat. Mwah. See ya. Bye.
For doing something like this, just stick with like StreamYard or any of the other things that are designed for, because OBS, technically you could do something just like this. However, it's going to get, the more people you have on, the slower it's going to get, because it's feeding everything off of your local machine.
I am not worried about pushing, like, my computer's a beast. I don't even use 1% when I use OBS and things going. I will go live with OBS and like it doesn't even touch my processor. But I mean, you got a 24 core.
Right. Well, when you start adding in people, because you're pushing everyone else's video out to wherever you're going, like YouTube or whatever, through OBS. So
yeah, but it's using AV1 now. So you're using less and you're not having that bog down.
Yeah, that would work. That would it's just easier because it's designed for it, just to use StreamYard and that. OBS, it's still kind of a pain in the ass, and chances are it's performance-wise not going to be, even when you have a beast of a computer, usually your bottleneck's going to be your internet, because you've got, like in this case, you have 3 other people's signals coming into your computer, and then you're pushing out one signal going to YouTube or wherever with everybody else. So that's your bottleneck is either your computer. If you got a beefy computer, it's kind of okay, but it's usually going to boil down to your internet speed.
Yeah,
megabyte up and 100 megabyte down, but there's never that guarantee. They're just like, well, you can get up to, but you never get it.
Yeah, for when it comes, I mean, I understand. Like if it was just you and someone else, you could probably use OBS itself instead of StreamYard or anything like that all day long, and it would probably be fine. But you start adding in, I still don't know how, like you would send someone like a link exactly for like if somebody's like late and they trying to get in. I don't know how you would do that.
Oh, Juliana, Julie.
That's awesome, Julie. That's awesome.
I was worried about you because I was looking for your name and I didn't see your name. You must have been lurking or I missed it. So look, have a lovely.
That's great, Julie. Have a great time.
All right. Merry Christmas.
I'm glad you're not going to be alone for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Now. That's great.
Yeah.
We was saying it stuck
surprised you. That's great. Those are the best kinds of surprises.
Yeah, that's good.
Good for you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
There we go.
Usually it's that surprise, and then the surprise on your end is like, oh, I wasn't expecting anybody, so I didn't really clean up.
Yeah, that's usually my surprise. Damn.
Well, we had an early Christmas. We went to my sister's place on Thursday for Christmas, mainly because of my mom gave up her license, so she's not driving anymore since for a while now. So she called a cab in advance, almost like a week in advance, just to make sure that we could get there, because there's no way we would have had been able to get a cab for Christmas Day for tomorrow. There's no way. We would have been walking home even if we did get one there. So yeah.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, he says hello to you, not Joe.
He said hi to Joe earlier.
Who's this Joe guy that you keep talking about? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know who Joe guy is.
I don't know.
I don't know who he is either. I'll be right back.
So did Frank disappear from the chat?
He's probably lurking, sitting on his foot long.
He's just waiting for something to say if you comment or say something, Joe.
Oh, for sure. He'll be lurking, thinking, what can I add in here?
He's a Joe lurker. He really is.
I think he loves Joe. He loves Joe.
We all love Joe.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, Frank's my bitch. And he likes it.
Oh, he loves it. You might make Crow jealous, though, Joe.
Yeah, Crow will get jealous. Although Crow's...
Crow and I, we're daddies together.
Oh, so it's all good.
Yeah, so there's no hierarchy in there. It's pretty even.
Okay.
I'll just leave you two alone.
Good to know. Oh, my.
Yeah, you don't want to get into the middle of that.
No.
Kibba says you can talk now because he's gone. And Blue Sky likes your lights, Enzo. There you go. Yeah, he's very festive, isn't he? Yeah, I tried to be
Santa Merry Christmas shirt on.
I was going to put a few lights up on my back wall here. And then I remembered where is it? I hate cameras. Right there.
Deer.
The deer. It's got lights in it. So all I would have had to have done is went over on the other side of my bed there and just flicked it on. I actually have two of them. I could have put, the one where it is and put another one up, but didn't bother.
Where's Harley gone? He's disappeared, or is he gone further down in the bed?
Oh, he's laying on his little smushy blanket on the floor here beside
Harley is a very cute doggy, but he doesn't like being on camera.
Oh, Enzo knows that only too well, right, Enzo? Yeah, my cats were always had no problem with it. Remember that?
Oh yeah, they jumped right in front of your screen.
That I had. It was crazy.
Hey Dawn, what did you have for dinner tonight? What did you cook?
I made ranch pork chops with a mushroom gravy, mashed potatoes, and garlic butter broccoli.
Well, that sounds yummy.
It was really good.
Yum. Any dessert?
No, we have sweets here and there, but we're just not big on desserts. Sometimes I'll cook some, but not for dessert. Oh,
I just said Joe's for dessert. And what did Joe just say?
Joe said cream pie for dessert.
Oh, great.
There you go.
I'll tell you what.
This Joe person that I don't know of has no couth whatsoever, does he?
No,
just not. It's all right.
What's that, Dawn?
I said it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice. Actually, I love mushrooms. I love mushroom sauce on like a good steak and all that sort of thing. Steak
mushroom is great on pork chops. It's
I just modified a recipe that I had. It was kind of keto friendly. And then I modified it and thought it wasn't going to turn out, and it actually was really good. Joe was like, I would eat this a lot more often. So
yeah.
Have you ever had apple butter?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pork chops?
Oh yes.
My mom makes it. Oh my God. The first time where I was living, she brought me a couple of the little mason jars of it. And I thought, all right, well, it's for toast. So I put it on my toast the next day and I phoned her and I said, this apple butter tastes amazing on toast. She says, it's for pork chops. I'm like, oh, okay.
Do tell.
I had no idea, but it's good on toast.
I know what an apple is. I know what butter is, but what's apple butter? Because you can't make butter from apples, and you can't make apples from butter. So what's apple butter?
Apple butter. It's like a combination of apples. You have to use sugar, and I forget what else
cinnamon
she uses with it. There's cinnamon, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
It's really good. She makes apple pumpkin butter too, like with the pumpkin puree. It's amazing.
But how do you put the butter in?
It's mostly used like apple butter, basically, for like toast or biscuits and stuff like that.
Like a jelly, but
it's like a jelly consistency, like Dawn said. Yeah, but it's typically for like pork chops, or you could have it on like anything really.
Oh,
if you like it, you can put it on
anything. Hot dogs.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Ooh. Yeah. See, Blue Sky apple butter was a treat growing up. Yeah. Oh, my mom's been making it for quite a few years now. Quite a few.
I haven't eaten anything today yet, and it's lunchtime.
I haven't either.
Oh, lunchtime for me now. Lunchtime for me. But I'm not even hungry.
9 o'clock here.
You don't have a big Christmas spread there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. My son was here the other day, and we had Christmas on Wednesday, just gone. So I had a big Christmas spread then. But yeah, see, unless I'm in America, I don't eat. And when I go to the supermarket, I'm like, oh my God, our supermarkets are so boring. There's nothing like, there is, but you know what? You're so spoiled in America. You have no idea. And Canada might be a little bit the same as Australia. It's very basic, everything that's in the supermarkets. But you walk into a Walmart.
Oh, there's a lot of expensive stuff here where I am in Canada. It's ridiculous. People are having a hard time making ends meet because after they pay their rent, it's hard to have enough for groceries. And some people are working 2 jobs. So. Yeah, there's some, even like the no-name brand stores like No Frills, even their prices are starting, like No Frills in Canada, they're all independently owned.
Yeah,
so people have their choice of what they want to pay depending on how much it costs them to have the stuff shipped into them. But yeah, it's no fun out here either. It would be good
if, when I don't know what it was like in America. Miko's happy because his wife's got some cream pie happening for him.
Woohoo!
Yay, Miko! But yeah, when I was
on Miko,
because
sorry, I'm just me. I can't help myself if it's up here. Right. It's gotta,
but yeah, like you still talk to your neighbours. You knew your neighbours. It's not like it was now. You knew half the neighbours in the street, and everybody in the street generally had a little bit of a vegetable garden out back. And the ladies in the street, this is what I remember as a little girl, up to about the age of 11, you'd still go like my mum would say, hey, we're going up to Mrs. So-and-so's house. We're going to be baking some cake.
We used to do those as kids too.
Yeah, so you'd go up to Mrs. So-and-so's house and all the kids would be running outside while all the mums were in Mrs. So-and-so's house cooking up some cakes or crackers or cookies or whatever. They just don't do it nowadays. If we still did that, I reckon it'd be, and people still grew their veggies and things in their backyard like it was back in the day.
I had a nice veggie garden out in front of where I lived when I first moved to Eastern Ontario. And I miss that.
You could share it, you know, when people are, you could say, hey, look, I've got plenty of carrots. I'm not going to eat all of them. And someone else could say, well, I've got plenty of tomato. You could, everyone would be okay, but nobody knows even how to cook nowadays.
Oh, that's what they did. Like I said, when I first moved to Eastern Ontario, the people that lived more so closer to one of the main roads ran a vegetable stand and still do. And every so often, you know, they'd have like an overabundance of things left over. They were cooking up stuff and they had leftovers, and they would post on Facebook in their group, you know, anybody that, you know, could use these, you're more than welcome to come and pick them up. So it does still happen, but it's very few and far between these days.
And it's sad. That's the good thing I remember about Christmas growing up, that people helped each other out properly helped out, you know.
These days on the street, you know, you got to be careful how you even look at a person because it could be taken the wrong way. You know, you got to.
Farmers market, half the price of grocery stores. Groceries have gotten crazy. Yeah, here in Australia we have you've got your supermarkets, but you've also got what we call a greengrocer, which is just a grocery store that just sells the vegetables and stuff. And they might have a little vegetables and fruit mainly, but they might have a little cupboard with some bread in it, or it's all about veggies. And it's cheaper and it's fresh straight from the market to their store. So, and cheaper and lasts longer. So there's ways of saving money. But there's a lot of people that have just lost the skill to cook. They don't know how to cook.
They don't teach it in schools anymore for the kids. They need to bring that crap back.
We used to have home ec and woodshop class.
Yeah, I home ec, waiter waitressing, sewing. I forget what they call it. That would be home ec, I guess you would say, basically. But I was the only girl in a machine shop and auto body when I was in high school.
Well, they made all the guys and girls all had to do home ec. They all had to do wood shop. Yeah. There was no, the girls are going to go do this and the guys are going to go do that. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we didn't go, we didn't get the credit for it. Right? We didn't get the credit if we didn't go to home ec or whatever.
A lot of the girls who had to take who took wood shop, they're like, oh my God, it's dusty, and I gotta do this, and guys were like, we don't care.
Yeah. I love the auto body. The dirtier, the better. Because I was more interested in learning why I was there, not about getting my freaking clothes dirty. I didn't care.
I used to get beaten up at the school lockers. I used to get beaten up at the school lockers after home economics. I'd do all my cooking. Well, I was bullied at school. I was beaten up all the time at the lockers, but particularly after home economics. That's what we called it. After because if I cooked anything, I was going to take it home in a container. It never got home because I get beaten up and they'd take what I cooked. Little cows. Jeez. That's all right. They all grew up to be ugly.
Well, there you go. There's the karma.
There's the karma. There you go. I remember there was another girl and I, because I was pretty ordinary at school.
I used to get picked on too. I was as round as I was tall when I was a little kid.
Yeah, I wasn't round, but I was real dorky. I had really tight curly hair, and the boys would blow paper. Like you put roll up paper in a pen.
Yeah, spitball.
And I'd walk out and have paper. But in the end, the boys used to see me getting picked on and bullied. And in the end, the boys were my friends. So the boys, I'd just go and sit and the boys would come and watch us. I don't know why they did that, but I had boys that were friends. The girls, not so much.
Yeah, I usually hung out with more guys than girls. Like even at parties, you're a teenager in your 20s or something like that. And everybody's at a party. And all the women, nothing against any women, no disrespect, because I'm a female too. But they get a whole bunch of them in a room and they're all half sauced and they're just me, my boyfriend, this. I'd get up, I would grab my beer. Where are you going, Sam? I'm going to party with the boys. I never really hung out with women.
I never did either. Hey, DJ.
I always hung out with people older than me too. I don't know. I get along with everybody, but I don't know.
What's Kathy got to say? In 9th grade, the shop class was mostly girls.
Girls are too bitchy. Sorry.
That's all right.
No, Cheryl said that, not me.
Then they changed it up. Some boys like to cook. Oh, look, all girls are bitchy, but boys can be just as bitchy, but in a different way. So girls will be.
I don't know. Some of them can be pretty girly bitchy too.
Oh no, boys can be bitchy. I've been in the middle of a talk where boys get on top of each other. It works both ways, but it's kind of different. I can't verbalize what I mean by that. But generally, I think boys are sort of more like probably a little bit more easier to say. Well, just say it to them. They might often sometimes sort of that person that they're talking about will know it. They're not evil. Women can be evil. No offense. They can.
Everybody can be evil.
They can be so nice to your face, and then behind your back, you know. But there's men that are like that too. So I guess it works both ways. But it's
with guys, we'll beat the shit out of each other, and that's that.
And then your buddies like 10 minutes, 5 minutes later.
Yeah. You know, whereas
that's a guy thing.
Yeah, it's worse for women though, because you can think that a woman is your friend, and you go, oh, and you tell them everything, and then not so much now in later life because you learn how to pick it, but then all of a sudden everything that's personal that you've just told them is out there, and everybody knows.
I don't tell anybody anything.
That's why I don't say much to anybody either. I pick, and if I'm going to tell anybody anything, it's generally a man that I'll tell, because usually they don't tend to gossip like that.
They usually just forget anyway. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. It is. Yeah. It's true. 9 times out of 10, men don't give a shit anyway, so it goes in one ear and out the other.
Okay.
It's true. It is. And Joe just said it. We don't care.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Karma's a thing. I do remember there was another girl, not just me, there was another girl who would get beaten up too. And at school I was skinny, but I was a nerd, you know, glasses, the lot. And my friend, she was a big girl. We both get bullied. Well, probably 5 years after school finished, she and I bumped into each other in a store, and I've gone, oh my God, it's you. And she goes, wow, you look different. She said the same thing. Oh, I said, let's go out. So we went out one night to a disco and we had a table and we were drinking and talking about stuff. And we looked over in the corner and saw these same group of girls that used to pick on us. They were out for a hen's night. I think someone was getting married. And one of them come over to us and said to me, aren't you Karen? And I went, mm-hmm. And I remembered her because she was the one who would really get into me. Helen, she had some funny name. Her name was Helen, but it was something like fish. Anyway, she said something to me. And she said, come over and say hello. And both myself and this girl looked at each other and went, let's just go and see. Not one of them was attractive. They would just look like old hags. And I thought, ha, ha, ha. You were the girls at school that were all with the short dresses and the smoking behind the shelter sheds and real cool. And look at you now. Yep, good. It was karma.
And inside and out, yeah.
Yeah, they were inside and out ugly, you know. And when they were at school, if I look back at the old photos of them at school, they were dressed the way that was cool back in the day, you know. But yeah, karma gets you in the end. So me and my friend had gone kind of like the ugly duckling, like we were the ugly ducklings at school, and come full circle where we could do our hair nice and look not so. I'm not saying we were beautiful, but we looked better than what we did when we were at school. Whereas the reverse. So time tells. You know. Then again, sometimes karma doesn't bite anyone in the ass. They continue being an asshole all their life. But maybe they're the ones that go down and burn in the depths of hell.
They go to the demons.
Yeah, they're the demons.
The demons, yeah. I just saw your picture on your Facebook, Dawn, of your supper. That looks really good.
Yeah.
That looks
really you put good. A picture of it on your Facebook?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, all I can see is a gingerbread man. Ooh, someone's got a nice. Ooh, where's that? Kristen, that looks like. Nah, can't be. Oh, it's all right. I've just seen a picture. Wait, Kristen. Oh, it's all right. That's why it doesn't look familiar. It's all right. There it is. There it is. Oh, that looks good. Mashed potato. That looks really good. Ooh.
Hi, Sylvain.
I haven't got any steak, so I can't cook myself some. Sorry, guys. I just went onto the Facebook to look at the picture of Joe and Dawn's dinner. It looks good. Nice, creamy stuff.
I just got a notification. I got a bunch of them, and that was like the second or third one that I went down my list.
I see you, Parasolo.
The ones I ignored in our beauty queens, the ones I thought were too, if it have anything too school. Wow. Oh, okay.
I've had a lot of old friends or people I went to school with.
Same here.
Die of freaking drug overdose
Same here.
Deletion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
My God.
I had somebody who I went to school with he kept complaining about how the government needs to mind their own business and stay out of people's computers. Well, I know why he was posting that stuff, because he got in trouble, big time trouble. He's in prison. He's going to stay in prison for a while. We'll just, it involves probably, well, definitely photos, maybe some videos, but we'll leave it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvain says hello, Enzo.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, Enzo did say hello. Sorry, I'm behind in the chat, but I'm up with the chat. I don't think if I missed anything.
Is a baker in France. You can check out his Instagram. And he has all these delicious different like muffins and pastries and stuff like that. He's making all the time there. It's great.
So Sylvain is French?
Yes.
Ooh la la. I wish I could hear his voice. A French accent's very nice. I remember once watching, I think I've told you this before, I used to have a crush on Jean-Claude Van Damme. And, of course, I'd only ever heard him speak English, even though he's got the accent. And one day I looked, there was an interview with him, and it was a French reporter asking him questions. So she was asking him questions in French, and he was answering in French. And I tell you what, to be crude, my underpants would have melted off. I just looked.
Oh my
God.
Oh
Jean-Claude speaking French. Oh my God. He was gorgeous.
Sam couldn't take it anymore.
Sam couldn't take it anymore. She's left. There you go. You're back, Sam. I don't know what you did.
What you said, that just scared me. I had to leave. I had to compose myself for a second there.
I'm just like, the French accent. I only know how.
What was that, Joe?
Sam went looking for the video.
But yeah, no, it's something about the French accent. The French accent sounds nice, and I love the Southern accent, that really down south Southern accent. I love it.
What was the word that you said? What was
vehicle? Vehicle. Yeah, vehicle. I can't say it. Vehicle. I can't say it. It's just the way that goes.
Vehicle.
I don't know why. Just that Southern accent. The way they say it. It's the way they say it. I'm just like, yeah, I made one fellow blush one night watching his live. I've gone blank on his channel name, but he drives out to a bridge and he'll investigate at the bridge. And I said as a thing, I love the Southern accent, especially when they say vehicle. And he read that out like vehicle. And I've gone, say it again. He's got vehicle. I did it all the time. And when I went to the Octagon Hall for the investigation, the young boy showing us through, I've gone, say it again. Everyone's laughing at me. I don't know what it is about just that one word with the Southern accent.
Winder. We call windows windows. Roll the window down.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the Southern accent. I think it's cute.
Hi, Giuseppe.
Maybe it's from all those years of watching Gone with the Wind.
You have somebody new in your chat.
Where?
There. Giuseppe.
Oh, hey, Giuseppe. From Munich. Wie geht's?
He's in Germany.
Yeah. Oh, wie geht's? And I don't know much more German as a part.
So I can say to Giuseppe, Guten Morgen. Morning. Yeah. I'm part German too.
Oh, there we go. Sylvain is saying hello to Giuseppe. Isn't Giuseppe though an Italian name? Are you Italian, Giuseppe? Italians another. I like listening to men with Italian accents too. One day I might go to Italy, except by the time I get there, I'll be too old for anyone to be bothered pinching me on the bottom. They say that's what happens when you go to Italy. The Italian men will pinch you on the bottom, like you could just be walking down the street and someone will pinch you on the bottom. And I but by the time I get there, Bavarian.
Oh, he's Bavarian. He's Bavarian. Oh my God, Bavaria is beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I know where Frank's going to want to go next year on vacation. Italy.
What's wrong with you, Giuseppe? cheer up. Unless you're sick, then get better. But there you go. But there you are. Bavaria. Well, Bavaria, that's... no, I'm thinking of Belgium. That's where Jean-Claude's actually from, I think, Belgium. But that's close enough to France. I mean, it's just there.
Munich is nice, too.
Yeah, I haven't been to any of those. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Yeah, I just, I like, one day, who knows, I might win the lotto or something, but I'd love to travel around the world. I'll think of some way to make money. I could trick people. I could do an OnlyFans and just trick people
You could trick people?
trick people like OnlyFans and
that has a different meaning over here.
No, that's what I mean. OnlyFans, but put it up when it comes up. It'll be like I said to Crow. I said he should do the pussy cam. I could call it, but really it would just be my case.
What?
What?
This is what I mean. The terminology is different between Australia.
No. She knows exactly what.
That last part was.
No, the first one was though.
OnlyFans.
Hello, Joseph.
I'm confused. Joseph. Yeah, OnlyFans, we have it here too. I know exactly what it is. But that's what I'm saying. I could trick people. I could say that it's
Cobalt Dragon. He knew what I meant.
I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand about OnlyFans and people paying for it. Why? You can get it. You can get that stuff for free and even more for free.
But we know somebody that's on OnlyFans and has been. She has been for quite a while.
You do know someone?
Do?
Who? Yeah.
Who? Who's
don't know who I'm talking about. So do a lot of other people.
She probably wants the advertising.
Nikki.
Nikki? Who's Nikki?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You go.
I didn't say. I'm just like.
Yeah.
Oh,
we all know about her.
Hi, Joseph. I said hello. Everyone's just saying hello. Maisie's still there. Oh, Cheryl. Yep.
Frank should actually make an OnlyFans.
Who should?
Frank. Just for a joke.
No, I don't know. I've seen.
It would be funny.
I saw a little thing they did. Some mother here in Australia had OnlyFans, and when you look at her, she's obviously. I don't know, she'd be in her 40s, but she's had work done and, she boobs up to here and all this sort of thing. And her kids are teenagers. And it was kind of like a thing about how the kids go, oh, like they cringe, like, oh, okay, guys, I'm going to work now. And she goes upstairs to the bedroom. And I'm like, oh, my Lord. And the kids know what she does. And I thought, how do those kids, they're high school boys, imagine going to school and I just thought, no, that's not a very good. I mean, I suppose it's good that she's open with her family about how she makes the money, but
and but still, like her teenage sons, teenage friends are going to be seeing all this stuff too.
That's one of my stepbrother's friend's mother was on one of those Girls Gone Wild.
No way, really?
Yeah, we had. One of them brought Girls Gone Wild. And they throw it in the VCR and they're like watching it, and they're like, "Whoa! Back it up!" So they rewound the tape a little bit, and then they pause it like,
That's your
mom. And the kid's like, oh my God.
That's funny.
The mother's just all blah, and
that's
he's like, oh, we're like, damn.
That used to be a thing back then, didn't it? The Girls Gone Wild. I remember we had it here. They played on the telly here. Especially in these little.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where is it? New Orleans, where the pearls or the beads?
It's Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. Yeah. Mardi Gras, like they flash their boobies to get. I mean, do the men do something to get the things, or is it just all the females that have to flash?
The females will flash. The guys will just get them at random for whatever reasons. But yeah, that kid was embarrassed, and they're like, "No, check out his mom's boobs there." Just laying his dick on the kid.
That's funny. Kid. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we've got to do. Yeah, I mean, I found actually I found I was going through. I've got. There were old videos that had been put onto DVDs. So I've got the DVD, and it's me when I think I'd turned 18. I might only be 17, but I think I was 18. It's me with my first husband, and he would have been 19. And we're at a party, and I've got my hair all, 80s style and the dress on, and everyone was drunk, and it was at a friend's work, a friend we worked with, the foreman. It was his party, and I can't even remember it was his birthday, I think. And I just watched it and I went, oh my God, like I was behaving myself, but nobody else was. I should get it out and show you what I looked like when I was a baby. Maybe I will.
You put up on your OnlyFans.
No. Oh, no comment. Yeah. I don't know. But as Joe says, I don't know why people have to waste their money on that. I'm assuming that you can talk to people, like it's like a back and forth.
Yeah, it's like this.
Something like there's something about like you can message the person, but it costs you money to message that person. Every time you send a message to that person, it costs them money, and that other person who receives the messages gets paid for that. And like, oh hey, show me a picture of this or make a video of that, and you have to pay for the video or photo or whatever it is. I'm not 100% how it works, but I do know I had to get a new debit card because somebody, and it wasn't me, went to somebody's freaking OnlyFans page. I don't know who it was. I have no idea who it was. I was pissed, and I'm like, what really pisses me off, and I said this on the phone to my bank, I'm like, what really pisses me off is I don't have a password or any way to access that OnlyFans page. So go check out what I'm paying for. And they started laughing. They reimbursed me. It was somebody out in like freaking Minnesota.
That's me at 17.
But why isn't it coming up? Has it come up? Oh, there you go. It's lagging for me.
That's me at 17. Yeah.
17-year-old.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I wonder.
There was an article I saw last week or the week before where some dude was infatuated with this one girl on OnlyFans and was into her like $20,000.
Wow.
I think it was more. No, it was more than I know. The story you're talking about. It was way more than that.
There was like 2 or 3 of them around the same time, but some of them were even higher. You're right. But she would just be like, "Yeah, whatever." And he's like messaging her all the time. Like, oh, we're gonna get married, and you're gonna have my kids and all that. And she's just
a lot of those women are married,
and then they just keep sending her money.
Yeah, a lot of the women on there, they are married. They're just not saying that they're married because once they get married, that's a wet dream killer, I guess.
Oh yeah, it would be.
That'd be pretty cruel though if there's somebody. If you're doing the OnlyFans and you're getting messages that are clearly from someone who you can see is getting a little unhinged, like, oh, I love you. There's moral code sometimes, I think. It's like you should message that person.
Not with some of the amounts of money some of these chicks are making doing it.
Some of them are millionaires.
A lot of them don't care about morals. They just care about the money.
What's Sunsaber say? What happens in Vegas online stays in your bank account just long enough for every penny to get deleted electronically. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's, the other thing that some people pay a lot of money for are those, the psychics you can ring up on the telephone. Oh, my Lord. I knew someone once who offered me a job and said, do you want to do that for a job? And I went, but I'm not a psychic. You don't have you don't have to be. You just have to be able to do a few of these things, answer a questionnaire, and then I said, so people ring up and pay money asking me, hey, what do you think? And I'm supposed to lie. And they said, basically, I went, that's foul. Mind you, you should be clever enough to know that they're not. If you're ringing someone up on the telephone to ask them for some advice psychically, you're probably I mean, but some people are have no one to talk to and get suckered in. So yeah, I don't like that, Bizzo.
They pick on the gullible people.
Yeah, like the people that have
that's the thing. They do. They really do.
Yeah. I haven't met in real life. I haven't met anyone who says they're a psychic that to me is telling the truth. You know what I mean? Because I will be the first to admit that I went to see one after Stephen died. Because I was.
Did you go to see John? You went to see John Edward not long ago,
he's the only one that baffles me. I know you don't like him, but I do.
No, he's actually been caught.
Yeah, but he hasn't. I'm wondering where you saw that because I haven't seen that. I'm wondering where that was that you saw that happen. Because I'll defend.
I saw it on YouTube a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't know. He's when I was there, when I walked in, I sat next to some people because when you stand outside, blah blah blah. I sat down next to some people, and I knew where they'd come from and stuff. And he picked them out, and I sit there, and even still now, I'll watch to think, now how could he be getting this? How could he be doing this? Like, could it be through Facebook? Could it be through, he knows the people and where they're sitting? Like, how could he do this? But he pulled some stuff out of the hat there, and I thought, fuck, I still don't know how he does it.
Could be an earpiece too that nobody can see, and he's getting directions from the green room.
I was right in front of him. Like he was here. I was on the front row, and there's no earpieces or anything. He just walks around. So I don't know where the fuck.
Oh yeah, I've seen him on TV. He used to have a TV show.
Yeah.
Years back on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. But as I say, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody actually full on debunk him as yet. And he's still. But either way, he was one who got me through the death of my son. I just watched all of his content.
That's all that matters, of course.
Not him talking to dead people. Him talking about how to cope with grief. He writes a lot of things on how to cope with grief and things that you can do mentally to cope and stuff like that. And he has a lot of people talking, like psychologists and stuff. So he does a lot of good out there. But I didn't go to him to talk to my son. I go to him to just kind of like, he fascinates me the way he does it. But I did go, after Stephen died, I did go to see somebody, and because a friend said, oh, she's really good. You know, she's really good if Stephen's around, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't really believe in all that. Mm-hmm. But I went along. And sure enough, I said nothing. I never do. I went in and I sat down, and she started to tell me how wonderful things were going to be. And I'm about to have, she said, oh, you've got a son. And I went, yep. And she goes, oh, good, yeah, look, and she was digging. So she would ask questions, and sometimes you've got to validate. You've got to go, yes, that could be right, or fair enough. But she was digging, and I could tell the way she was asking the questions, and she kept digging. And then eventually she told me that my son, who's closest to me, which would have been Stephen at the time, but talking about, he's got two children. And I'm like, well, yes, he does. And I'm thinking, oh no! First she said, oh, he's got a child. Oh wait, or is it two? So, or is it two?
Or is it two? And then they wait for you to respond. And if you say yes, there's the trick bullshit right there.
Yeah, but then she said to me, oh well, there's another one on the way. And I said, so you're telling me that his girlfriend's pregnant? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's another baby on the way. You're definitely going to have another grandchild. So he's going to be the father of 3. And I said, well, I said, okay. And then she still said nothing about death or the fact that he wasn't here anymore. And then it got down to a point, and I said to her,
here's your first clue, right?
Yeah, I said, I have to stop you. I said, my son's dead. He died a few weeks ago. I said, so what you're telling me is before he died, the woman that he hasn't been with for 4 months is now pregnant. And she just looked at me, and I said, I'm sorry. And I got up and left. I thought, stupid.
That's just, wow.
I thought you said, so you see
Did
people
she
around.
apologize to you or anything?
No, she just sat there stunned because I said I just
caught her in her own bullshit.
Yeah, and when I walked out, you're supposed to pay. at the thing. I walked out, and the lady said, "Okay." I said, "I'm not paying for that. Sorry."
No, I don't blame you. She should have apologized to you when she realized that she was caught, because that just,
yeah. So that's what I mean. So I don't believe in them. I even called in when I was in Virginia City, and I was not for that reason. I'm always interested with people who say that they are in some way gifted, you know. And so I was told about a lady in Virginia City that is tribal and is gifted and all that sort of thing. And I thought, all right, I'll just drop in and ask her what she thinks about what I'm about to do at the wash show and all that sort of thing. And she started off on this tangent about, you know, this and that she can't even go into the wash show because the demons there stop her from walking through the door. And I'm just looking at this woman thinking, oh my God, what excuse can I use now to back away from this Looney Tune? Honestly, I just thought, far out, demons, schmeemons.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, righto. Okay. But just the fact that she can walk past the place and she's not even allowed in there now. Like, the owner won't even let her walk through the door. I'm like, fuck off. Like, you know, or that, and that's the part that got me, because then she started in on the Silver Queen and Rose in the bathtub. And before she finished a sentence, I said, yeah, well, we all know that story is not true. And she goes, oh, no, it's true. I've spoken to her. And I said, yeah, but she, and then I said what I know, and she just shut right down. She stopped talking about it because I said, but there were no bathtubs. There were no bathtubs. In that room, there were no bathtubs until the 90s. So how did she do it in the bathtub? Like, you know, and she shut right down then, and then she started to, and I wasn't rude to her or anything like that. I said, well, thank you for talking to me. It's been lovely. Thank you. And off I went. And I just thought, some people, I don't know, but some people must be gullible, really, really gullible.
Big time.
You know,
hey, Dantax, Foxfire.
Oh, hello, Daniel. And Foxfire, you made it. So yeah, I don't like them. They're charlatans. I'm yet to meet one that's real. We'll find out. Maybe one day.
Joe, have you ever worked with any psychics or mediums or sensitive folk in your investigations?
The very first team I was on, from time to time, they would. And the first time that I ever did, which was also the last time, because they were a team for a long ass time before I even got started. We went to a location and she kept saying that it's a child spirit, whatever. But everything was way too, like, the family was saying what they were experiencing was way too aggressive to be like a child. She got it wrong, but I guess, to be fair, you know, if it's something really nasty, it can come across as something it's not. And feel things that it wants you to feel and things like that. I don't know. I've, like, here and there throughout the years, I kind of sort of have, but it's just nowadays everybody's either a psychic or a medium or they're empathic. A lot of people get empathic confused with a form of anxiety and depression. Everybody's is empathetic, right? We can walk into a room and we know
everybody.
We could read
a bad vibe or something like that.
Yeah, you know, it's like I've walked into a friend's house and I'm like, well, these two had a freaking argument because I can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else walking through the door, you know, we're saying the same thing. Like, damn, dude, you feel that tension? I'm like, yeah, they think they were arguing. Like, yeah, you know. I mean, like.
I mean, yeah. I think you're right, Joe.
I seen a psychologist about my anxiety and stuff like that, but he was also interested in the paranormal too, and he also believes in the paranormal. But again, he's also like, but there's other things that can explain, you know, this stuff. And we started talking about people who say they're empaths, and he's like, that's actually kind of dangerous. That's a form of depression and anxiety. it's a mental illness. Not to shit on anyone who has a mental illness. It is what it is. It's not something to joke about or put people down for. But these things can get worse. And people say, oh, the moon is just draining me, or this is just, or that person. And it's like, yeah, everybody's draining. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has something that may happen during the day where they're just absolutely tired or whatever. People, again, we're all in some way, shape, or form connected, right? All of us. Yeah. So even if we've never met a person before and we just look at a person, we can get a sense of kind of how they're feeling by body language, because they're picking up more on body language without realizing it. And that's what they would call profilers.
Yeah.
Being able to, but yeah, I think there are people out there who have abilities, but man, they're rare. Like, so
that's
rare.
Like, I think if there is anyone out there who can do that sort of thing, it is a rarity. It's not like pick up the phone and there's a medium at the end of it who can tell you everything. And that's where sometimes I've spoken about it before with the tarot cards. Tarot cards are not a fortune-telling tool. They're if you lay it, like, I know how to read them. If you lay them out, someone shuffles them and you lay them out. It's a tool. It's kind of like a way to, blah, 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 talk to somebody and give them a bit of a counselling session, really. It's not telling you what your future holds. It's not telling you what your immediate situation is. It's a little cards that lay out, and it's a way to discuss with the other human being that you laid them out for. Oh, well, and then you'll often get, like, you do have to have feedback from that person. And then you can discuss and you can say, well, this is the way they're laid out. But they're not, people get confused and think, oh, I'm going to have a tarot card reading and that's going to tell my future. No, it's not. That is not.
I talked to my psychologist about it. He actually brought that up. He said stuff like that is very psychologically damaging.
Yep, you can lead someone.
Yeah, you can plant a seed in somebody's brain, and of course it's going to happen because you planted that seed in their head. It may happen, immediately or somewhere down the road, but then people are like, oh my God, that's what that tarot card reader told me.
Yeah. The tarot cards can be uncanny at times if someone knows how to read them correctly. It can be kind of uncanny. Someone can read, but it's what you take from it. It's what you read in. So anything like that, you've really got to be very, very careful with, because people can, as you just said, Joe, people can take that. It could be something along the lines of, oh, it says now you're in a troubled relationship. Oh, well, possibly that could end and you're going to meet someone who's going to treat you better. And then that plants a seed. And the person goes, oh, well, I don't need to worry about this relationship because I'm going to meet Mr. Right down the line. So blah, blah, blah. And it's absolute bullshit. No offense to people who love the tarot cards, but it's BS. You don't know that. It's cards laid on a table and someone's interpreting those cards and saying to that person, well, this could be the way, this could be it. And then that person can take that and run with it and look for it, or be bothering to search for, oh, well, this person told me I'm going to meet somebody who's going to treat me well and blah, 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 blah. Instead of them getting on with working out their and it's usually if you're depressed, you go to get your tarot cards. Like, really, if it's usually you're feeling really sorrowful about your life and you think, oh,
you're searching for answers for problems that you have, and that's when you're most vulnerable. Yeah.
A lot of people are looking for validation, right?
True.
It's like, I want to win the lottery. So I'm going to go talk to a bunch of people who are going to tell me that I'm going to win the lottery, right? You're going to win the lottery, dude. Oh, yeah, you're going to win because that's what you want to hear.
Right.
And, you end up not winning the lottery. But, I mean, well, I didn't mean this one, just someone, some lottery.
It's unsafe. I don't know what you're talking about here. Oh, well, I do know what you're talking about here. I'm not quite sure what you've been watching, but and I'm not going to get into an argument with you, but he did tell some people to F off. And I know who it was he told to F off. It was the Disney Studios, because they're trying to bribe him over advertising. And so far as empathy for the Jews, indeed he has. He's been wearing, if you have a look at him now, he's actually not a fan of the Gaza people. He's been wearing an Israel flag on his, you'll have a look, he's been supporting them in a big way. He really is supporting Israel. So I'm not quite sure what you're watching, but false news, maybe fake news. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Elon Musk, but I do like that he's smart, and that's about it. But yeah,
he's crazy insane. Ever since he bought Twitter and turned it into X, anything pretty much goes. He posts some pretty wild stuff out there too.
I'll be blunt and honest. It's a certain political group that is throwing the mud.
The mud.
He hasn't said it.
Funny.
Thank you, Enzo. Thank you, Enzo.
He hasn't said anything crazy or anything like that. He's given his opinion on things. He says it the way he sees it. He's not crazy or anything like that. It's the stupid whole, because we're not going to get into it. It's a political thing. And that's all it is. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's a political thing. He's obviously, at the moment, and this is the last I'll say on it, at the moment, I think, well, he's been making waves for a while. And, because even that very statement that Sunsavers just made is absolutely reversed. That's not the way it is at all. So Sunsavers probably seen something, and the narrative...
Who said that? Musk said that? What am I
Musk definitely told someone. Yeah. Elon told, he was at a thing for...
he says, everybody says something stupid at some point. But because
what it was, he was at a press meeting.
That's pretty racist. No empathy for Jews either. Yeah, I don't like that.
No, but see, you're jumping too, Sam. That's not what he said.
That's not true at all.
Absolutely not at all.
He never said that?
No. He actually, if you watch that interview, he's been but you see how easy it is? So Sunsaver makes that comment. We read it. I know exactly what he's commenting on, and he's probably, but Elon was giving
the whole conversation. I was making a coffee. I just happened to
Elon was at an interview. He was, it was a launch of something. I can't remember what, Enzo. And the person said to him, so investors is it X? I think it's X or Twitter, whatever it is.
Now. Yeah, it's called
people had pulled their advertising from that format. Mm-hmm. And he said, and the interviewer said, so what do you think about that? And he said, I don't care. And the interviewer goes, but it's advertising. And he goes, I will not. And Elon said, I'm not going to be bribed by all these people. He said, bribing me with money, bribing me with money to get their advertising back on. He said, they can all fuck off. And he goes, fuck off. And then he turned to the audience, and he knew the Disney CEO was in the audience. He said, hey, Brian, yeah. And because they've been saying, well, if you don't let us, they don't like what he's doing. And so they said, if you don't play the game, we're not going to advertise with you. So he basically bribing me with money. Fuck off.
Here's the thing with the whole thing that he did with Twitter, now X. He is bringing free speech to that platform. There were people who were like blacklisted and all kinds of because of their political views, which weren't racist in any way, shape, or form.
No, I never saw anything literally racist when it was Twitter.
Now, there is, I mean, that does happen, okay? This is the world we live in, right? Mm-hmm. But even then, if somebody wants to stand up and say something horrible about a bunch of people, like a race of people, that's their right to, as long as they're not motivating to go and do harm to those people. The beautiful thing is we can tune that out. We can just tune it out, ignore it. Don't give them, because the more energy you throw at that person who's saying the shit, the more you're going to enforce their feelings, and it's going to make them lash out even more, and they're going to get louder and louder and louder. like just ignore them.
And in that
don't add any more fuel to the fire that's already going. Exactly.
In that very same interview, he also asked Elon about the Jewish and the Hamas thing. And Elon said that he had been in contact with families in Israel. He was fully aware of some things. You've got to watch the interview in full. But he was fully aware, and he has sworn until it's all sorted out that he will support the Israeli people, the Jewish people. And he had a little thing that he wears, and he pulled it out and he said, I'm wearing this until those people are brought home, like the hostages.
But even that, oh God, he said that, and he's a bad guy for saying that.
He's a bad guy for supporting the Jewish people.
Like, I don't think he's a bad person for supporting.
I have the clip here if we want to watch it.
So I seen this.
Good time to come in, Sonny.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm just hanging out and listening.
So
Merry Christmas, y'all.
I seen this on Instagram from Fox News saying, one of the guys on SNL is going to be sleeping in the doghouse because of something he said about his wife, Scarlett Johansson, whatever her name is.
Scarlett Johansson.
The girl who played Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
The two guys, every Christmas, they would make jokes for one another to say, right? And they're hilarious.
It's my favorite skit, dude. That's my favorite one at the end of the year every time when they write the jokes for each other.
So his buddy wrote the joke about his wife saying, "Oh, hey, now I can watch my wife's cute little art movies because movie theaters allowing people to drink beer." However the joke went, right? And it was funny, and it kind of went on a little more to it than that towards the end there. But then Fox News was like, "Oh, this guy said this about his wife's movies and how he has to drink or whatever." That was the headline, but nobody bothered to click on it to really see what was said.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I mean.
They're only taking the context and not instead of knowing what the whole.
You don't read the headlines. You got to read the whole story. But even in there, the whole story should be politically motivated to trash or make somebody look good.
Yeah, and that's what happened with that Elon interview, because I watched the Elon interview and I watched it, and I know that he wasn't being anti-Semitic, and I know that he's not anti-Semitic, and he can do what the frig he wants. It's his business, and if he allows, and all that happens really, if you allow people free speech, you can pick out and judge for yourself if you see someone come up with a comment like that, like, oh, people. Well, they're not a very nice person, are they, if they're wishing death to somebody? So that gives you the option. You see them saying something horrible like that, you can tune them out of your life.
Let the national security folks worry about policy. Yeah, let me tell you how that worked. Hunter Biden. Look what happened with that. That was true. And our own government, FBI. Oh, no, it's fake. It's fake, guys. Politically motivated.
Well, let's not get into it. This is warming up. This is heating up. This is not Christmas.
Right.
So
I'm just saying.
We'll cut that now. I don't want to get barred from YouTube before I even start.
That's it. De-escalate. Sonny, how are you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Hey, Betty, are you around? Are you available, young Betty? You might not be. She's in the chat. But Dantex, did you graduate in 73? Betty's asking you. Graduate? Oh, 1973. No, he was probably born in 1973.
I was born in 74. 73 would be a long time to graduate.
But yeah, all I'll say on all the other thing, and we'll finalise it, is always make sure you read,
okay.
And what.
Doof, I got to jump out for 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to go help my wife. I'll be right back. Please help carrying out pies.
All right. Hang on, Betty. There we go. Hang on. And I've just sent you a link, Betty, if you're around. You don't have to, just if you want to pop in and say an actual hello. So what was your answer? Oh, yeah, see, he's only a baby. I told you, Betty, born in 73. He's only the 50. My birthday's coming up, Joe.
When is your birthday?
January the 10th. So I'll do a live stream on my birthday. Everybody can say happy birthday to me.
Gonna hit the big.
I'm not having any more birthdays. I refuse.
Hey, Maisie, yes. Can we change the subject to serial killers? Yeah. I don't want to talk
politics. Please. Is there a difference? Just asking. Is there a difference between the two?
I was not talking politics. I
hate politics. Oh.
I don't want to talk politics. I was sticking up for Elon because that was taken out of
Yeah, all I'm saying is there's bullshit. Any direction you turn, to the left, to the right, to the side, over to the left, to the other side of the right. It's everything. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Betty, how dare you have a shower and get ready for bed? Oh, well, I suppose Santa's on his way, so you should be tucked in. You should be tucked into bed. I like that. Kibba says serial killers are less controversial. Has anyone got a favourite serial killer?
Oh, that's fucked up, Karen.
That's really messed up. That's messed up.
You know what's so great about Dahmers?
I'm a big fan of BTK, who's a local personality in my place. Yeah, so.
Well, I used to be fascinated by the big tall boy with glasses.
Yes, the one that eats people, Dahmer.
No, not Dahmer. I've forgotten his name. And also by Bundy, because I just couldn't work out how someone so seemingly intelligent and charming and good looking could do all those massively horrible things. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? The tall guy with dark hair and the dark sunglasses. Can't remember his name.
Ed, not Ed. Ed.
It's just a young guy.
Yeah, Ed somebody. Not Ed Gaines, not the one that used to wear people's skin as a hat. Yeah,
and even Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's just sit here and talk about serial killers.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Dawn and I, we're going to jump off here.
Kibba, the lady who fed her victims to pigs. That's a good way to get rid of a body because pigs will eat everything down to the teeth.
They sure do. Bones, eyeballs, guts, all of it.
Yeah.
I hope you and Dawn have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Dawn.
Yeah, we're gonna jump off.
It's right when we're getting to good stuff, Joe. Fair dinkum.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about my favorite serial killer. Okay.
All right, I love you both, and you've inspired me to have steak tonight with mushroom sauce, Dawn. Thank you for that. That looked great. Yeah, it looked great. All right, I love you both, and thank you so much. And
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
And then there were 4.
And then there were 4. There you go. Oh, thanks for popping in, Sonny. Thank you, Enzo. That was your doing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I invited my favorite serial killer on, which is
that's right. Hey, and I'm not joking. A bowl of Fruity Pebbles, they better be scared of me because I will kill that bowl of cereal quick.
Oh, here we go. We're still on the Zodiac killer. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? I've got a theory about a serial killer. The one that did the Villisca axe murders. You know, he wasn't really a serial killer. But aren't you classified as serial killer if you kill more than 2 people or something? But anyway, the Villisca axe murder house thing. I reckon, after doing my research on that, it was the brother of the dad. I reckon it was his brother. And I'll tell you why I think that. Because they were all murdered in that house that night, right? You know that story, don't you, Sonny? So they're all right.
I've heard of I know who you're talking about, but I don't know about the house.
Okay.
In the house.
Yeah. Well, so what happened was, here's a Christmas story for everybody. So what happened was the family went to church.
We're moving on from serial killers too.
So they went to church. The house was empty. They went to church. They came home from church, and did whatever they do and all went to bed. And that night, so there was the family, mum, dad, and their 3 children, plus a couple of little kids that had, or 4 children, sorry, plus a couple of kids that had stayed over. We're having a sleepover, right? So there was 4 children or 3 children? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. I might be going blank. But anyway, a mass killer. All right, Maisie, let's get technical. But anyway, they were all asleep. The strange thing is that when the bodies were found the next day, so this whole family and the 2 little girls that stayed over were basically bludgeoned to death with an axe, right? And the next day when the bodies were discovered, all the curtains were drawn, windows were covered with different things, and it was kind of hard to work out how a family could be murdered like that and not one of them wake up and try to run. Also, how all the curtains could be drawn before one killed the family without being heard. So how did this person who killed them all get that all done before he actually did the deed and not disturb the family, not have mum or dad wake up and think, oh, who's making that noise? He had a brother. And the brother is the one who came the next day after he was called. He came the next day. He had a key. He could get into the house, and he got in, and he's the one who found the little girls downstairs first, right? Now, if the brother happened to have been there that night, slept over, right? Someone was in that house. The killer was in the house probably before they got home. However, I think the killer came to the house the night that they were murdered. The killer was invited in. The killer was someone known to the family and had a meal at the table. He knew damn well, whoever the killer was, that if he made noise or whatever in the house, they wouldn't have cared because they knew who was there. The brother was in financial trouble, right? The one that was murdered had a life insurance policy. So if you need money, you kill the person that's got the life insurance policy, you're going to have to kill the wife because otherwise she'll get that. And then on top of that, if you don't kill the kids, they'll get it. So if you want the money, 2 little girls downstairs, I think that was collateral damage. If he had have let them live, they would have been able to say so-and-so stayed the night in the house. It was him. And I still think that it was the brother. I really do. I think the brother stayed there, killed his own brother, his wife, and the children and the girls downstairs. He would have been able to quite easily draw those curtains closed without anyone thinking anything of it. Like he would have been able to say, oh, the light might wake me up, and whatever the hell excuse he used. There was a meal served to him, all that sort of thing. So I reckon it was someone they knew and knew damn well and felt comfortable leaving them in the house to do whatever they wanted. And that's why no one stirred, because nobody would have thought that Uncle so-and-so was going to do anything dreadful. And that is my theory, and I'm going to stick to that. I reckon that's what happened. I reckon the murderer...
You just lost somebody in the chat just now.
I just what?
Read the chat, the last message. The last comment in the chat.
No, that's all right. But never mind. But that's what I reckon. That's what I reckon happened. I reckon that's the brother.
That's a good theory. I've never thought of that before.
Yeah. So there you go. But yeah. So that's my opinion on that.
All right.
As for yeah. So all right, Maisie. Technically, it was a mass killer.
It was a mass killing.
But there you go. Well, we've got to talk about all other sorts of things. I mean, I can't just talk about Christmas. There's nothing happening.
She was throwing a paranormal story in there for the guests, guys. This is paranormal chop right here, PCS. That's she was entertaining me.
Yeah. It's all and doof paranormal. So there you go. But
I know the popular theory was around that it was someone that was riding the trains because there were other murders further up the tracks that was there. Or am I thinking of a different one?
What was that?
That's always a damn motive, it seems like, in smaller towns. There's a hobo on a train that came through.
That's right.
Yeah, that's hobo. Yeah, and that was the same story with that. But I reckon when you look at that particular case, and like I did, I researched it really well to make my little thing about it, and I read all the newspaper things, and I read what happened on the day and how the brother reacted. And I thought that just alarm bells for me in this day and age. Like someone went in and took photos. There was a photographer went in and took crime scene photos, which was also unusual for the day, but he took them. When he came out, the brother grabbed the camera and smashed it and
oh.
So why would he do that? Why would the brother go crazy like that and grab the camera from the man and break the camera and pull the film out?
I will agree with you that for the whole family to get wiped out all in one night, it does seem like this wasn't like a breaking and entering thing or some kind of a weird, they snuck in the middle of the day when they were all out and was just in hiding somewhere in the house. That house isn't that big, as I recall, to have as many people in there already and then to go unnoticed until the middle of the night when they can sneak from room to room and all that.
Yeah.
Like you say, it was someone they probably knew, they were familiar with, and regard them.
Before I jumped in, Karen, did you guys were talking about Christmas stuff? Were you talking about any of the paranormal or myths from Christmas? Like
do you
believe like the myths that we hear about Dad coming down the chimney and getting stuck, and then Mom, it smells funny in here, 2 weeks later they find poor old Dad that ran off on Christmas Eve? I've heard those
didn't
stories.
Go out for cigarettes.
Do you believe those? Like, I can't see that happen. Who's really going to try to go down a chimney? You better have a big chimney.
Kibba. Yes,
or a skinnier dad.
The brother did not go up and check the rest. He just walked in and found the bodies downstairs of the 2 little girls, and then he walked out the front and he told the lady next door to call the sheriff. But yeah, all a bit odd. I just really do. I hate to speak ill of the dead, but if I were a detective, that's exactly where I'd be looking. And I would love to know who did get the life insurance policy money.
Yeah.
And I would love to know where that went, because so far as I know, the way it used to work back in the olden days was it would go down the ladder. So husband to wife, wife to children, but if they're not there, then it would be husband to perhaps parents or husband to brother. And it was usually, I think, brother. I think it stayed on that level. So be interesting to know. Someone would have a copy of it. Someone would know somewhere in the archives. Yep. They should look back on that, because if it went to the brother, bingo. That's who I reckon. Yes, Kibba.
The only one left.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I reckon.
When I go in tonight, my grandkids are here. Since we were talking about scary stuff, I think I want to make them watch Krampus. They don't know what Krampus is.
Krampus.
What is
Krampus? So scared to go to sleep, they'll never want to do Christmas again.
What's that? Tell me, Sonny, what is it?
Krampus. Yes. Krampus is the bad Santa Claus that if you do bad things, Krampus comes for you. Is it from Germany? Am I getting it right?
It's one of the Scandinavian countries where Krampus kind of fits in there. Basically, where
I thought it was a German thing too.
Santa still goes around, and Santa deals with all the good kids while they're running around. Krampus takes care of all the bad kids.
And it's not like just a movie; it's a story. It's a true story. He's real, just like Santa Claus is real.
Oh, that doesn't.
I can't believe you're going to have to look that up. Doof. It's scary. It's a scary.
I watched an episode of Supernatural once where there was a bad Santa who ate children or something, and then tried to pull the boys' fingernails out with pliers. And their teeth. I think he did. And then some. I can't remember. It was something terrible. But Mrs. Pretender said, Krampus is German. There you go. Oh, well, that makes sense. The
German. I thought it was Germany. I thought Krampus was German.
It's Germany, a bunch of the Scandinavian countries. It's kind of that whole region.
Oh, I'll have to look it up. Well, was it the Brothers Grimm that used to write stories that were rather horrendous? All of their stories, like even Red Riding Hood and all of that.
Hansel and Gretel. I mean,
I think he has hooves for feet and stuff. He's like a demon too. The Krampus character. He's You don't look like a mean, jolly old Saint Nick. He looks like a demon.
Oh. What happened to Sam? She's disappeared.
She may have become disembodied again. Might still be.
Canada's probably got an internet curfew.
No, she's not in the things. But I don't think we upset anyone too much in the chat, did we? Everyone's still here, except for Foxfire. Yeah, no, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Looking at the NORAD tracker for Santa, he's polished off the Caribbean and is now hitting Florida. So heading for the Orlando area as we speak. So East Coast U.S. Get those kids to bed.
So Crow might be getting visited by Santa. There you go. Do you ever get things on your Facebook if you make a comment on a celebrity's page, like you make a comment, then all of a sudden you'll get a message from that celebrity saying, hey, message me in my private chat. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, do you ever get things like that happen? No?
Well, I barely use Facebook at all.
Yeah, I don't use it much at all. Well, I do now, but not. I sometimes put up, everybody else uses the Facebook. I'll often just put it on the group. If I'm doing something here, I'll put it in the group that Crow has. And I also utilize it just to chat to people in the Messenger because it's a good way to get someone a message. But the problem with Messenger is you can't have it if you don't have Facebook, which is a bastard. So if you want to tell somebody that you want to talk to them, they've got to have they've got to do that. But let's have a look. No, I don't think. Have I pissed everybody off? Have I? Give me a thumbs up if I have. Hans Christian wrote a lot of fables that they weren't all the Disney version. Yeah, Hans Christian Andersen and the Brothers Grimm. Yeah, and most of the Brothers Grimm stories are grim. Like they're not very good. But yeah, Christmas is a funny thing, isn't it? Even I'm not going to go there, but even why we have Christmas is a bit weird because I'm pretty sure
everything's so expensive. I don't know if it's like that where you're at, but
yeah.
Okay, I just got home. That's why I have my hat on because I just got home from shopping.
Yeah, how much did you lose?
I needed to buy some stuff for myself. I needed a new pair of boots, a new felt Stetson hat, and I bought 5 pair of pants. $1,160.
Sort of. Wow, geez, how much? $1,100.
$1,160.
Plus tax. Wow, in Australian dollars, that's nearly
for a hat, boots, and a pair of pants.
Yeah, the hat was $440. The boots are $418, and pants were one pair was $100, and then the other 4 were $55 a piece.
Man, Sunny style.
Oh, wow. I guess nice. Yeah, my boots are Gators, guys. They're Cayman Gators. They're expensive, but it sucks when you got to go out and buy stuff all at once too, because all your stuff went bad and you didn't replace it.
It's better once your kids are older because then you don't have to.
The hat. Speaking of that, I don't want to take credit for that. My oldest daughter actually bought my hat for me.
Oh, there you go. That's something, isn't it?
For Christmas. I got good kids.
Puerto Rican. Yeah, Puerto Rican's here, Cheryl. I don't know why you can't see Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican says, yep, she's not here either. She's a figment of her imagination. Kipper, are you asking Sonny if he's wrapping up his presents?
Oh, they're not those were just my stuff. I needed clothes to wear for Christmas parties and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not Christmas gifts.
They're going to be wrapping him.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so I don't know. Well, I don't know what happened to Sam. Did we piss Sam off? I don't think so.
No, she'll be back. She probably just fell out, and then sometimes her internet messes up.
And I'm sorry that Foxfire felt that she had to step out, but
I feel bad.
Yeah, that's no. I mean, we're just talking about serial killers.
And I don't know much about them, so if somebody asks me, I'm going to want to hear the story. If I don't know it, then I'm going to want to hear it.
But yeah, I just thought that story was interesting about the Villisca ones, because that's I think I'd like in another. Well, I wanted to be a policewoman, but I never got there. So I'd love to be a detective and solve a crime. That's what I reckon.
It would be hard.
Yeah.
I'm too good of a guy. I'm that cop that pulls you over and says, "Okay, just don't do it again."
Yeah.
And then I get fired for not giving tickets. That would have been my police career right there.
And I think that's what I would have done too. Like, I think knowing what I'm like, I would have been, oh, why did you murder them? What's wrong?
Oh no, I'd be very mean to those kind of people.
But surely there was a reason. No, yeah, I probably would be too. But I'm just saying, yeah, I wouldn't have been cut out to be a policewoman, because although I can get cranky and I can like get quite, hey, I could probably definitely give someone a speeding ticket for being an idiot on the road. But yeah, I just don't think, Cheryl King says, Karen, they should know you by now. You talk about everything and nothing. I do. I talk about everything.
Obviously, a big fan of the show.
Cheryl's always here. Yeah, it's all right. Oh, well, it is Christmas Day, so perhaps they're feeling down and wanted some jokes. We were telling jokes. Look, we're back to normal, but every now and then, sort of reckon some empanada. Oh, how do I say that? Hang on, wait a minute. Empanados or empanadas?
Empanada.
What are they, sort of, Rican? What are they? What is it? Do you know what it is?
A sandwich.
A sandwich.
Is that right? I think I'm right. Empanada, isn't it like a panini? I might just be confusing it with panini.
Oh, I had a panini.
Not exactly. It's more of a what do they call that? Where they fold it over and it's pinched over on the ends, so it's all sealed
like
up in a pastry.
We have them. Oh, pasty. Yeah, in Australia we have pasty. So you get you get lots of vegetables and stuff, and you stick it on the pastry, and you fold the pastry over, and you pinch it, and then you bake it, and then you have it with tomato sauce / ketchup. Yep. All right. Yep.
Or spinach meat turnover. Oh, that would be good. Meat pie, spinach turnover. That would be good. That's good stuff. I love spinach.
Yeah, I went to when I was in Virginia City. I went to God! I went to one of the little
calzone is the word I was looking for. There you go.
Calzone.
That's what Dee had for dinner tonight.
I remember a movie with where they shoot somebody. Is it? The Godfather. There's a scene where they shoot some dude in the back of the car, and as they're leaving, get the calzone.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Oh, is it the cannoli, not calzone? Calzone, yeah. Take the cannoli, yeah. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. Hello, Daniel. Bay Area is here.
When I went to dinner tonight, guys, since it was Christmas Eve, we were in an Italian restaurant. There's hardly anybody in there. And this guy, I heard music playing, and this guy comes walking out of the back, and he's got his squeeze box.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'd never seen that before. And he played some music. He's walking around. He walks up to my table. He started, because I had my cowboy hat on, he started playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia. And he did not miss
on an accordion.
Guys, on an accordion. You know what? I actually recorded part of it. We might be able to.
Oh, go on, play it. Yeah.
You can't get actually. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can put it.
Oh gosh, check this.
No, that ain't it. I sent it to Big Willie. That's who I sent it to.
This guy go, man.
Hey.
The end of that song, that's pretty good. That was pretty good, guys. I was impressed.
Wow. Honored. Yeah, who'd have thought? Enzo, what part of Italy are your family from?
That would be my great grandfather, and I don't know, somewhere near the toe of the boot.
Sicily. Watch out.
Yeah, no, it's my nose is not that way, but it was southern Italy is all I really know.
Mine are from.
I'm named after my great grandfather Enzo, which I don't have any memory of or anything like that. But
and Sonny, where are yours from?
Mine are from somewhere in the middle of Italy, and I know it's close to Sicily. And my family used to get mad when people would tell them, "Are you Sicilian?" They would tell you, "No, I am not Sicilian."
Oh, they get mad
because they could barely speak English. Like my grandma, yeah, she used to live with us. We took care of her when she got older. She barely spoke English. She would tell me, "Sonny, come here, baby, come here." And when I got close enough, she would knock the shit out of me with her cane. She was so mean. I mean, hard. Because I would do something and she'd say not to do it, and I'd do it again. She'd wait for like an hour to go by and then tell me, "Come here."
Yeah, there is no time limit on that. On the whack.
And I know if Enzo's got that kind of, he grew up the same way, bro. Italians are mean.
Oh, I'm just reading Puerto Ricans. Well, okay, what's miss my abuelas empanadas? What's that mean? I didn't even say it properly.
Where?
Oh, Puerto Rican.
I miss my abuela's empanada. I messed that up too, but I think that's grandmother. I think.
Oh, grandmothers. Okay. GMA. What's GMA, Kibba?
That's not Spanish.
Abuela. Oh, don't try and teach me. Hang on.
Abuela. Abuela.
Abuela.
I think it's abuela. It's a Spanish word. It's probably abuela.
Which means grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Yeah, there we go. There's 20 people watching today. That's a lot for us, isn't it, Enzo? Well,
I'm happy that we're able to entertain other lonely folks sitting at home, nothing going on.
I'm so glad I got to get on here on Christmas Eve. I didn't think I was going to get to do a show. This is even better.
Yeah. Oh, Sonny, you got it. So, Sonny, you said it correctly, apparently.
Abuela.
Abulia. Nana, grandma. Oh, gosh. And so what you guys don't have Boxing Day. What do you have a particular, like Christmas Day will come for you tomorrow? The day after Christmas, is there any holiday the day after Christmas, or is that it? You're done.
You're done for the US.
And then we got New Year's coming up. That's our
Canada. That's Christmas. Sam probably observes Boxing Day, I think, in Canada. But
what is Boxing Day, guys?
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas, where originally Boxing Day, now it's just a holiday. Basically, it's the day after Christmas. But back in the day, it was England. The rich people would have their Christmas dinner, etc., etc. And the next day, all of the leftovers or things that they didn't need were boxed up, hence boxing, were boxed up and given out to the poor. So that was called Boxing Day. So you'd box up all of your leftover food or your leftover whatevers, and the servants would take it out to the streets and or knock door to door and give it to the poorer people. Or in fact, it probably even got boxed up and given to the servants of the bigger manors. But that's what Boxing Day was originally. And now it's just a big sale in the shops.
Oh.
So now we have our Boxing Day sale. So everybody goes crazy at the shops and goes, there's all the Boxing Day sales. Yeah. There you go. Boxing Day is just another day for sales at stores now and a day off work. Yeah, basically. But that's where it came from originally. So that
the day that we have like that is just called Black Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. That's when everyone goes to the stores and
when I usually do most of my shopping, I save up for like electronics and big items and stuff like that. I'll save up all year just for Black Friday.
Kiba, I like my version better. The unwanted presents are boxed up and taken back to the store. Oh, golly. Well, yeah, I guess so. There you are. So tomorrow's Christmas Day for you guys. Are you expecting any presents, Enzo?
Only the ones that I bought myself, which was a lot. But because it's just me, just like our folks in the chat, it's just me in the world. I have no family, no. All of my friends have since moved away and things like that, and I'm the last man standing here. So I'm okay with it. I've learned to be okay with it.
Yeah, I know Italian nonna. Oh, well, I say nonna, but yeah, because I've had a few Italian grandmas that I say nonna. And then in German it's Oma. But yeah. There we go. Italian lessons from Daniel. How are you feeling today, Daniel? How are you going? He's been unwell, folks, so wish him well. He's been pretty crook, pretty sick. It's no fun being sick or pretty sick or in hospital or anything. It's no fun. I was crook yesterday and I didn't like it.
It's usually common for, like, you're not sick on Christmas or like Thanksgiving or something like that, because you've got people that come in from all over and they're bringing their local bugs to you, kind of a thing, and you kind of share all it.
Yeah.
And you get the sniffles and a little crappy, and usually by the time it kicks in, you're so full of food from stuffing yourself on Christmas Day that
Hey, Betty. I wish Betty could come on. It's lovely, but she's had a shower. She's getting ready for bed.
So I don't have no clothes on from the waist down. I was getting ready for bed. I just put a shirt on.
We're YouTubers. We never wear pants.
No.
Oh dear. I reckon it's luck to be born on Christmas because, mind you, nobody's going to forget your birthday if you're born at Christmas.
But you get the combination birthday Christmas gift in one
party.
The good thing is nobody gets me anything for my birthday anyway, so that means that it could be a good thing.
Once you reach a certain age, it's like I only do like every 5 years to actually celebrate. Like when I was 55, last year, it's like, yay! This year was 56. It's like, who cares?
I got a funny one for
I had
Enzo.
60, I'll celebrate. But
Enzo, before I came out here, I had Alexa in the house was turned down low and it was playing Christmas music. And Elvis Presley was on there singing Blue Christmas. And my grandson said, "Is he Jewish?" I go, "What are you talking about?"
Elvis Presley? What? Why would he think that?
Thought he was singing "I'll Have a Jew Christmas."
Oh,
no.
He's not Jewish. He's singing "I will have a blue Christmas." I could not figure out what he was talking about. He said, "Is he Jewish?"
What?
Well, he might have been back in the day.
What are you talking about? He's just a little kid, and I didn't even know what he was talking about because I wasn't even paying attention to what was on, and I listened to it. I was like, "This is Elvis Presley." And he goes, "Yeah, is he Jewish?" Oh my God, kid.
Betty, kind of down. You just need to listen to the rot that's coming out. Sonny and mine and Enzo's, and just
I'll have a Jewish Christmas without you. That's what he's
fire up. I'll have a Jew Christmas, and you'll be happier for it. Apparently,
it was so funny. Me and Deanna were dying laughing, dude.
What?
I like that one, sort of Regan. I like that one. Okay, yeah, that's what I always thought, like a Boxing Day, like a day to have a fight after Christmas, but I was wrong. Oh, Daniel, I'm always worried about you, mate. I'm worried about a lot of people in my chat. I know who you all are. I know who's not in a good way. I know, I know. So that's why I'm glad to see some of you here today. And, we can't, Enzo, myself, Sonny, we can't wave a magic wand and make everything go away. I wish we could, but at least you're here hanging out, listening to the rot that's coming out of our gobs. So it's all right. Yeah. I'm sorry that Firefox left because it was I'm assuming it was probably the political talk earlier, and Joe got quite intense there, but we cut it off. But I can't help that.
I stay quiet because I don't know anything about politics.
No,
politics aren't my thing.
Political.
I don't know anything about that either. I was merely defending somebody's honor, so to speak. So there we go. But there you go. What's
Bay Area Ghost? That's an awesome name. You from the 707, buddy?
Yeah.
Throw them tees up.
Yeah, Daniel, where do you live? You're not too far. I know you're only a couple of hours from Virginia City, I think, from memory. But yeah. Let's see.
How far are you from Reno, Sonny?
Yeah.
Man, it's both directions. It's just like
I should try and get Sonny to come for a visit when we're there, shouldn't I?
I don't know which way would be the fastest. It's like 6 hours. I ain't too far.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking.
I'll be joining Karen this summer with a shindig up in Virginia City, Nevada.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'll tell you what I'm planning.
Not too far.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm planning.
It's what north of Reno? Is that right? North of Reno? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not very good with the map. Oh, he's in Berkeley. Is that California? Berkeley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
And I'll just see. You know the signs that are outside churches? One church puts free Jesus, and I said I didn't know other churches charge for him.
You passed that plate. You better donate. Yeah.
Oh, golly. It's so much more complex than I think it needs to be, but I want to get back to America, obviously, but also because I love Virginia City so much, and everybody goes there for the ghosts, right? And that's cool. That's okay. But the people of Virginia City, like the people I know, would really love people to know more about the history than the ghosts, because some people come there and they've got all the wrong information. They don't understand the history of Virginia City. So they just think it's this ghost town where lots of ghosties haunt. And, that may well be the case, but Virginia City itself is got such a rich history. It was once bigger than LA. Like back in the day, there were more people in Virginia City.
It's an old silver mining town, Sonny.
Yeah. So, and they got some gold.
Check out some of those old mines.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I want to. That's the thing. So I'm thinking, right? There's a lady called Janice Oberding. She's writes novels and she writes books and things like that. She used to be back in the day. She was with Zach Bagans, and she was on a few of his shows because she was the historian. So she would go and tell him the history of different places that he was at. She's been on a show called Dead Famous, I think it was called, with where they go to different places about like she's a historian, so that's why she would be on the shows, to give them background to different places they were visiting. She was on the Sam and Colby show not long ago. All that sort of thing. So she's been on the tally. She's been in lots of things. She's a historian, and that's what she does. So she was talking to me, and she said, you and I should do something and talk about the history of Virginia City. And I said, well, why don't we do a talk? Like get a few people in that can talk about the history of Virginia City, and people can come along to that and listen to the stories and get the correct information about the town, rah-de-rah-de-rah. So that's what I've done. So I have hired out Piper's Opera House, which is in Virginia City. I've hired that out. So I've put a tentative hold on that. So that's July 12 through to 14. So I've got a hold on that. Enzo's going to come. Janice will be there. Another young lady called Taylor Hamby, who runs the Sutro Tunnel, which is an old mine. Oh, well, it's not a mine. It's a tunnel that went through to the mines. She's going to come and give a talk on the history of, I think, the Fourth Ward School. So I've got this all planned in my head. I've asked another person of note to come along, whether or not they do or don't, is someone that Janice knows. So I put the questionnaire out there. Would you like to come along and give a talk? Because this person's also an historian, more so does paranormal, but is history focused as well. And so I've asked a few people. So Enzo's coming. A young man called Mike Gigliano is coming. He's in Las Vegas. He was, I met him in Virginia City when I was there. He's got a paranormal channel, but he's coming because he's funny too. I think him and Enzo will get on all right, like a house on fire. Enzo's the eye candy, Sonny. Enzo's the eye candy for the whole thing. And then there's
diet starts after tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Myself, Janice and Taylor, and this other person if they come, but it's basically just come along. I've also planned, so with there'll be, this is my plan. You ready for my plan? So the Friday everyone gets there, right? We set up the Piper's Opera House and it's all set up, and then there'll be merch tables, so the people that come, if they've got anything, books or whatever they want to sell, they can do that. But we'll have dinner at the Piper's Opera House, so I'll get a catered dinner. I'm going to put a tab on the bar so people, and Piper's Opera House has a bar attached to it at the corner, so the bar will be open for the patrons to go and drink. There'll be a tab, so I'll put a tab on the bar on both nights, and then after dinner or whatever, there'll be a little bit of a sort of a get together, a talk, etc. It's like a mingled meet and greet, right? But it doesn't go into the hours of the evening. It'll just finish at 9 o'clock. And then the next day, Saturday, early up in the morning, come over and do all the talks. So all the presenters will do their talks. And then after that, everyone can go for a tour of the 4th Ward School, which I've already set up, and then also a tour of Mackie Mansion. So there'll be a few tours of the different places that we end up talking about in the history tour. And then the next day, and dinner again. And then the next day, there'll be coffee at the roasting house.
Oh, sponsor of Goof Tooth Paranormal.
Yeah, well, she's not really, but I do get a free coffee if I go there now. Well, I think so. I hope so, Mandy. So what I'm setting up is, so coffee early in the morning, and Bernadine Stinky's Mule. If people don't know who Stinky is, you will know. Stinky's Mule will come down and she'll be at the bottom of the roasting house, and everyone can go down and pet her and get their photo taken with Stinky's Mule. And then after that, we'll do a train ride. So we'll go on the steam train, go down to Gold Hill and come back. And there's a talk on the steam train. So the locomotive, the what do you call the train people? The men, the people in the train that they take
conductors.
Conductor, yeah, the conductor gives a little bit of a history talk on the train, and then we'll come back and everybody can say goodbye and smooch poochie, and off they all go. And then if Enzo still stays on or whatever, then because I'll be there for an extra week or two, then so everybody will have information. There'll be a goodie bag for everybody who comes along, so there'll be a goodie bag with samples and vouchers and things like that. So if they go and get lunch or breakfast at any of the places in town, they'll get a little bit of a discount or whatnot. So that's a plan.
Is there going to be gambling?
No
casinos. You guys aren't staying in no casinos, right? Okay.
No, there's no casinos in Virginia City.
Oh, there's not
a casino.
I thought there was.
What? No.
I thought there was.
No, there's Reno. Reno has got the Reno and Carson have the casinos. There's a couple of bars there. I think the Mark Twain. I think it's a Mark Twain saloon has got the poker machines.
Slot machines and
Carson City's. It's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah. But so that's what I'm planning to do. So if you want to come along, Sonny, you can bunk in with Enzo and me. I'll just get one room with lots of beds in it.
So I get to sleep in the middle. Okay. We're gonna have our own beds.
Yeah, you'll have your own bed. And it's a quick way to say that. I notice things like that. Karen.
And what's the actual dates for that?
The 12th of July is the Friday, and the 14th is the Sunday. So the 14th it'll sort of finish. But yeah, I don't know. So what do you think of it so far? Does it sound like fun? Oh,
it'll be
and
nice.
Yeah,
it'll be nice there in July. It won't be too hot.
Yeah, and also because I do have pipers, I can't, for the ticket holders, it depends how many tickets. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might, only 10 people might buy a ticket, in which case I can't do it because Piper's Opera House is costing me $2,000. $2,100 is what Piper's just on its own is costing me to hire out. But because we've got Piper's, we've got it to midnight on the Friday and Saturday night. And I said to the girl, can I possibly do an investigation there? And she goes, well, only until midnight because that's when our person would have to lock up. And I went, okay, but that's all right. I mean, ghosts don't care about what time it is. So once it's all finished at 9 o'clock and things have settled down a bit, I'll pick out a couple of people, like a number out of hat or something, and a couple of the people that come along can investigate with us there and see if anything happens. I don't know. It's just a thing. But I wasn't sure. I thought there's bound to be people that get pissed off if their name doesn't get drawn out of a hat. But I just thought it's not part of the ticket. It's just a bonus. What do you think about that?
Nice. I like that idea.
Yeah,
that about a month before that, I'll actually be at the Contact in the Desert in Palm Springs, California. End of May, beginning of June, whatever that first weekend is that falls in there, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the girls from Tony Waba will be there. Jess Rogie will also be there. And for anyone who runs in those little circles, knows who they are, myself, of course, will all be there, learning all about them aliens, them UFOs and stuff like that. That'll be that side of things.
I wonder if any aliens show up. There you go.
I've certainly stayed out there till about 2 or 3 in the morning. There's some questionable folks out there in the around the larger pool area that may not be from Earth.
The guy who invented the bomb. What's his name? They've made a movie on him just recently. It starts with O.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. He got married in Virginia City.
Really?
Yeah, he married his wife at the courthouse in Virginia City. There you go. So, and Captain and Tennille got married in the chapel at Silver Queen, but they're the only famous marriages I know of so far. But I thought Oppenheimer, I thought that was interesting. So he went all the way to Virginia City to get married. There was a reason for it. It had something to do with his wife that he married, something about the divorce. Back in the day, you could get a quickie divorce. Yeah, well, someone got divorced. I don't know if it was him or her, but someone got divorced and you could get a quickie divorce in, I think, Reno. So they went up to Virginia City to get married, something like that, whereas normally you had to wait. But there you go. Wow. What's Bay Area?
I really do want to take a close look at some of those silver mines that are up there. That sounds pretty interesting to me.
Well, there's a couple in Virginia City that you can tour through, and there's one that goes, and I never freaking remember the name of the saloon it runs out of. It's what the saloon that has maybe it is. Anyway, because I haven't been in there yet, but there's one that runs right under Virginia City. Like there's a lot that run right under Virginia City, and there's so much. That's the thing. There's so much about Virginia City that on the surface you don't know unless you look into it. So Virginia City, if there were an earthquake or something like that, you'd be screwed. You'd drop right into. There's mines everywhere under the city. Mm-hmm. They're all blocked off. A lot of them have been blocked off over time, but that doesn't mean that they've completely filled them. So,
no, probably not.
There was a pothole back in, I think it was the 80s. I've actually got it in my little thing I'm working on with it. But where the Mackey Mansion is, that used to be the Gould and Curry mine, and the mine itself was covered in when they finished mining in it, and everything was whatever. But it collapsed. It was near the school. So where the school is, there was a big pothole. The whole road dropped into where they'd capped the mine. So they had to refill it and do it again. So right there, right under is where the mine was and where men did die.
Lizard people,
I know. You should have told Sonny to watch your story.
Oh, it was last week. She put out the fancy version, but like 3 or 4 weeks ago, when she was actually there in Virginia City, she's at where was it was Mackey, right? Was where you were at?
The Washoe Club.
Oh, the Washoe Club. I apologize. She was at the Washoe Club, which was supposed to be haunted and things like that. And she's like, I'm gonna get on my phone and I'm gonna go mobile. I don't know how well the signal is gonna work. I'm gonna go down in this area and I'm gonna, do a few things and then I'm gonna come back. Well, the second she walked away, totally dropped. So it was just me on there. So I started making up what I believe she was actually doing. So she was visiting with lizard people down in the inner earth and all this stuff. And I just as soon as I could make up some bullshit, I would just spit it out. And it just spun out of control to this weird, crazy story that went on for like 25 minutes. I was out there just jumping and jiving, just making up shit to entertain the people before she came back. And she made a highlight clip and put it out this past week about that.
Yeah, I put in all little
parts of it that I don't even remember. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
There's a part where I'm sure he does it with you, Sonny, when he sneezes or coughs or something, he mutes his mic and he'll go or whatever. Well, he did that while he was talking and he muted, and I thought, I'm going to add in a sneeze. So I added in the sneeze, but it was a lady's high-pitched sneeze. Yeah.
That's funny.
And I put in, so when he would say, he said, oh, Karen must be trying to contact us now or do something or whatever. And so I put a picture of E.T. in there with me on a red phone trying, I think I need to call home now. So I put little things like that. Yes, and there were lizard people giving me pizza and
bugs on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. He cracked me up. I was telling you.
I was just stretching for time. I was pulling stuff straight out of my butt.
You get pretty stretched towards the end there, but luckily he had a few drinks under his belt, I think, so it helped with. Hang on, here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, the Land of Lost TV show.
When I was a kid, my favorite show was Land of the Lost with the Sleestaks and all that. Marshall, Will, and Molly on a routine expedition, and the greatest earthquake ever known. You know the song, but I loved that show. That was a fantastic show, and it was one of those shows where it's supposed to be for kids, but you can probably watch it now, and it's like, holy shit, they're talking about parallel dimensions. They're talking about closed universes. They're talking about all these things. It's pretty highbrow stuff, actually, that they were talking about, that they were throwing at kids back then. That's why
I wasn't that into it, but I did watch it a little bit when I was a kid. I was the Dukes of Hazzard kid.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
I used to and I can't remember what it was called. There was just out about the same time as Land of Lost and stuff, and all I can remember is a theme. It's about time. It's about space. Do 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 do. And it was two astronauts that land back in time, and there were cavemen. Glug, my name Glug. That's all I can remember.
I don't know.
Do you remember the show? And that was the thing. It's about time. It's about space. It's about something. And then the spaceship and crash land, and they get out, and they were surrounded by cavemen. And one of the cavemen's name was Glug. I just can't remember.
I think you dressed up. You were abducted, and they took you there.
That's it. That's from another dimension. That's a whole other timeline. Whatever you're from.
What's that? Oh, here he goes. Lizard people took an axe, gave their brothers 40 whacks, and when they thought that they were done, they gave their sisters 40. Oh, that's
Lizzie Borden. That's not
Borden. Yeah. That's another one that's interesting.
Sonny and I know Thin Lizzie Borden quite well.
I just messaged her an hour ago, told her Merry Christmas. Send her a
Look
video.
at there. See?
Yep.
Kibbit says, was it really the Dukes or not Daisy Duke? Yeah, Daisy Duke.
It was Daisy Duke. It was definitely Catherine Bach. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I used to watch that show as well. I liked the one with the blonde hair. What was his name? I can't think.
That was Bo.
John Schneider.
Yep.
Yeah. I was watching, while I was there in America, there was cable TV, obviously, and I was watching an episode of, I've gone blank, Tom Selleck with the red car. Magnum PI. And those shorts that he wore, I was watching, and I'm going, my God.
Like
short shorts.
Old school 80s shorts. Oh, yeah. Everyone wore them.
Yeah, like not even short shorts, it's sort of half the length.
No, those are
Daisy Duke. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like the old NBA shorts back in that time frame.
Like he had good legs. I'll give Tom Selleck that. His legs were good, but it still looked inappropriate. It was kind of like, no, a little bit longer, mate. A little bit longer. I am Betty Gathers. Yeah, Betty likes the Lizzie Borden story. That's interesting, the Lizzie Borden story. I still can't get my head wrapped around what may have really happened that day. I know they say she did it. And look, she may well have. I mean, if the story goes correctly, the way she was treated by her father and all that sort of thing, yeah, it's possible. But still, I don't know. I watched the movie with Elizabeth Montgomery. I can't see Elizabeth Montgomery doing that horrendous thing. Yeah, she played Lizzie Borden. Do you remember that movie? It's very old.
I remember that one. I remember the old Twilight Zone that she was in.
Yeah, she was in the Lizzie Borden story. She plays Lizzie Borden. Yeah, Betty, I think the more I look at the story of it, my instincts, not evidence, just my instincts sort of say, you knew the movie I'm talking about, yeah. My instincts sort of say that given the circumstances that Lizzie was being brought up in with her father, the way he was, miserly with money, and the stepmother and all that sort of thing, I don't know what it was that made her snap, but I think she probably snapped, and she probably did it. And, you know, that's not to say that people deserve that kind of thing happening to them, but sometimes, when there's abuse or whatnot, these things can happen. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We'll never know.
For like haunted places, Bay Area Ghost brought it up a little while ago. The Winchester Mansion. That place is supposed to be haunted. One time I even heard somebody say that it was not just haunted with people that died there, but with all the ghosts of the people
that were shot
that had
from
been
the Winchester
murdered.
repeating rifle. Yeah.
And I said, there's no way you could fit that many people in any building.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
They're not fitting. Because if there was, there's a ghost every this far.
Yeah. The old school Winchester repeating rifle, when that came along in the Old West, that was a big game changer. That was basically it was like bringing automatic weapons onto the table almost, because it was as fast as you could, move that lever. It's as fast as you could fire.
Excellent weapons, guys. I have one in the safe. I have a 1906 Winchester Model 94, and I still hunt with it sometimes. It's worth a lot of money, but when I heard the story, I was like, I wonder if my guns ever killed anybody. That's the first thing that went through my head. Like, is it haunted? Is my gun haunted?
So is a Winchester a shotgun or a rifle?
Both. They make them all.
That's true.
Yeah. But we're talking about the lever actions that you bang, bang. That's the one that kind of won the West. Is what
Yes,
that is the Peacemaker cult.
Yeah.
Is that what he had in the Rifleman? What was it he had in the Rifleman?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. A Rifleman's a movie.
It's a TV show from the 50s.
Oh, it would have been the Winchester.
Rifleman. Yeah.
You've probably seen the Rifleman because Chuck Connors.
I used to watch the Rifleman.
The show starts with him and he's got the rifle and he's like,
that's cool, dude.
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty good.
Yes, it is. I collect guns, so I like that.
Yeah. check out a show Sonny did just a couple of weeks ago where he
for a whole 10 seconds before I got kicked off YouTube for doing it.
Yeah, no, because you can't show guns on YouTube.
Oh.
Well, you can. I learned. They told me I had to be
there you
shooting
go.
a gun. I was like, "Are you kidding me? You know how dangerous that is."
No.
So there you go. And so it was the Model 92 that they used in the Rifleman.
There you go. Yeah, they opened the because he had a set screw on there, so that every time he would do the lever action, as soon as it snapped back, it pushed the trigger in. So it was like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bam, bam, and he's emptying the entire thing. Right at the very beginning of the show, it's like bam, 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 bam. Yeah, it's pretty.
He used a 45 Model 94 Winchester. He just didn't use the 3. He didn't use a 30-30. It was a 45.
Yeah,
you can't shoot a 30-30 like that.
No, not that many. It'll fly out of your hand or rip your arm off.
Yeah.
I need one of those things like you have to push a button so I can go I have no idea when you're talking about guns what you're talking about. I just know from watching Rifleman and all that sort of thing. Yeah, Rifleman. Do you remember a show too? It was set in a fort about a dog. Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin.
Rinny. It was about a dog in a fort, and it was a German Shepherd dog. I used to love watching. And you remember that, Sonny?
I kind of remember that. That was an old one. That was before my time for sure, but I remember watching it.
I watched it on repeats.
Yeah.
Barry, a ghost asks, weren't they 4440? I don't know. That's a pretty big round for
Sorry guys, I'm lighting the heater.
That's right. No, I used to watch Lassie. I used to watch Lassie. I used to love the old black and white one though. With the little boy with blonde hair. That's the one I loved.
Did Billy fall down in the well?
Yeah. But the one I'm talking about was a fort. It was a fort, and it was a little boy who lived in the fort, and he had a dog called Rin. Yeah.
Well, I remember Rin Tin Tin, but I don't recall the actual. I don't think I've actually seen it. I've heard of it, but.
Tin. Oh, look, The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin. Hang on a second.
You don't remember that, Enzo?
I remember it, but I don't think I've actually seen it.
Oh, it's an old black and white one, if I remember right. They didn't have it. It wasn't like Lassie. I think they had some colored versions of Lassie there at the end.
I can show.
Rin Tin Tin was all black.
I don't even remember the name. Who was in it? Where's the? Oh, come on! Just give me a picture of it. Oh, I can even watch it. There you go. The things you find when you bring up old stuff. Geez, the little boy that was in it was cute. I can't bring that up. Hang on. I just want to show everybody what I'm talking about because I'm not going crazy. Go to images. There we go. Yo, ready. Just so many cute pictures. I don't know which picture to pick. That little boy.
They stopped making that show because that German Shepherd ate the producer. No, that's not true. This is the kind of stuff me and Enzo like to make up.
What is it?
Hang on.
Yeah, we can see it.
There it is. Can you see that now? Sorry.
Yes, we can see it.
See, that's a little boy and that's a dog. And they used to start it off. Oh, Lee Aker, did he pass away? Oh, anyway, but that was a show. So the beginning of it would be the dog running around, and then you'd hear him say, "Yo, Rinny," and Rinny would come running to him.
I had no idea that was a live action show. I had no clue.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's funny. My screen is playing up this end. I can't see that I'm sharing anything like I used to. It's weird. It's weird.
As a kid, for me, I think I was more a cartoon kid. My dog show was Scooby-Doo or Hong Kong Phooey. I like those two cartoons.
I remember those quite well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hong Kong Phooey, number one scooter guy.
He got canceled, Enzo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Scatman Crothers that voiced that.
What about Super
guy? Oh, what's
Do you
that?
remember Super Chicken? When you think your love's in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when you think that you might take a licking, there is someone who'll come through. There is someone, something called.
I want you to flap your wings while you're singing this song.
Super Chicken. I used to love Super Chicken and Milton Monster. Milton the Monster. Do you remember Milton the Monster?
I don't remember.
Oh my God. Milton, your brand new son.
That sounds kind of British. I'm not familiar with that one at all.
No, I've never seen that.
There's something late one night in this professor's something or other. And so he's mixing up a Frankenstein monster and he goes, just a drop of tenderness. And then the fellow bumps his little elbow and he puts in, oops, too much. And then something was starting to brew and bubbles were coming up. And then a Frankenstein-looking monster sits up and goes, hello, I'm Milton, your brand new son.
I don't remember that at all. The only thing I watch really on from BBC is a show called Mrs. Brown's Boys. Oh man, that's so funny. That's the best show ever.
I don't know what that one is either.
The Jetsons, yeah. Here's George Jetson.
The Jetsons, the Flintstones, which was just Stone Age Jetsons. It was the same show. It was just different time period.
Someone put up a meme the other day of the Flintstones celebrating Christmas. And made a point of like, oh, look, do we have to get technical? Like making a point of that it was before all of that. So Christmas. I'm like, it's just a cartoon, people.
The Flintstones did have an episode where they're like, we're going to the Grand Canyon, and it's just this tiny little creek going through there. And it's like, I guess it'll be a big thing someday, but I don't see what the big deal is now.
I used to love watching the Flintstones. Isn't it funny? I don't know if it was like that when you were younger, but the Flintstones, Bewitched, all of those types of shows were prime time TV. The Flintstones is prime time.
I Dream of Jeannie was my thing. But
I love Jeannie. And then I was very upset as an older woman watching, younger woman, but older, watching Captain, Anthony Nelson as JR in Dallas. I just think that's not right. Like, it was really hard to watch him.
Good guy. He's always been the good guy. No.
He's always been the good guy. And I used to love, what was his sidekick's name? The other fellow that was in the Air Force.
Anthony Healy.
Yeah. I used to love Major Healy. I used to think he was funny. Oh, Hong Kong Phooey. Yeah, I used to watch Hong Kong Phooey.
I got yelled at when I sang the song.
I know. I said, no, you guys can't sing that. Hong Kong Phooey got canceled. So I was going to say, my other favorite cartoon character got canceled. I must be a bad guy because Yosemite Sam.
You're just racist.
The rootinest, tootinest cowboy.
All of those. But yeah.
Yeah, Yosemite Sam cartoons. You can't show them no more.
Oh, that's silly. See, that's just silly. Yeah, F Troop.
I was a huge Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner kind of guy. Yep. I loved those. Just some wacky invention from Acme that he would come out there and just build. I loved those.
And Grape Ape. I used to like Grape Ape when I was a kid.
Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion. Oh, did you guys ever watch Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion? Tell me.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, I have to show you the Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion.
Sounds familiar.
I have to see it.
But
how about for a favorite Christmas cartoon, Karen? What's that for you?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original, like the little stick figure thing. Yeah, I love that. Here we go.
Let me playing any of their reindeer games, and he clumps a bunch of freaking mud on his nose.
I like the original Frosty. The original Frosty the Snowman cartoon, and then Charlie Brown's Christmas. I love that one. I still watch that. I
was actually always more partial to Rudolph's Shiny New Year, where you had Hermie, the elf that didn't like to make toys. He liked to.
That's right. He wanted to be a dentist.
That's
a good one.
That was actually going to be if you gave away another another present from earlier guests that God, I'm drawing a blank now. What was the gentleman's name that was giving away gifts earlier? The calendars.
Oh, Jason.
That was actually going to be my thing. Is like, who was the character in Rudolph Shiny New Year that he was the elf that didn't like to make toys, and you need to get the spelling right. Because when I was a kid, I thought for the longest time it was Herbie, and it's not Herbie. It's not. It's Hermie.
I'm just going to show you. Where is it? Is that the one? Yeah. This here, the show. I can still remember the music at the start of it. Daktari, yeah. The music at the start was kind of like jungle music, and then they go Daktari, 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 and then Clarence the cross-eyed lion would come and jump up on the thing. But he was known as Clarence cross-eyed lion. I've got a feeling there was a movie first, and then they made the show. Dad! But yeah, love that show. I think Clarence. So many shows and so many things they say now. You can't talk about. But I
want to be a dentist. Damn, you're a weird kid. Yeah, and that's true, Suntad. So, but do you think you can't find that anywhere now because of political correctness?
Oh, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
I bet you it's out there someplace.
Yeah. What are we looking for? I'll have a look. What are we looking for?
I was just talking, you said the cross-eyed lion, Daktari, and all that stuff, which I'm not that familiar with. I have heard the name, the cross-eyed lion thing. That seems to trigger some memory of my past, but I don't recall actually seeing it. But there are certainly older shows like that where you just can't show them today.
I know, and it's a bit of a shame. Well, seriously, can't people just get a backbone? Like, really? I mean, it's a time capsule thing. Back in the day, it wasn't bad. Back in the day, it was, people had backbones. People could let things wash a bit. It's not spitting hate. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand really, but I'm just trying to think. Hang on, I'll just share this screen with you. Just let's make Sunny happy.
There is some
lots of pictures of Hong Kong food. Look at that. There you go. Hong Kong food.
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong.
He'd bang the gong and his car would change to something else, whatever he needed to be, like a tank or a submarine or whatever it would be.
There is a flip side though to like some of the shows that I watched that I just didn't realize as a kid. It was the funniest thing ever to me. But then I went back and watched it just like 2 years ago, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it's so bad I can't joke about it on here. And it was just the Little Rascals. I used to love the Little Rascals.
Oh, yes,
best show in the world, And then you go back and watch some of the original episodes now, and you'll be like,
"Oh my god!"
It's just, it's horrible.
Super racist.
Did not realize it ever in my whole life. Never realized it until someone said something. And I went back and watched one like they were crazy, it was very racist. It was horrible.
And plus, there were certainly no like child protective laws against kids doing shit. There's a scene where they're trying to get to something that's like way up high. They're just like piling
chairs and climbing
chairs and tables and shit. They're just stacking shit and they're climbing up on.
Those are real kids.
That's real kids. There's no stunt kids anywhere in there. There's no like CGI. There's no like protective ropes or anything like that. Where they're really climbing up this shamble of tables and chairs and stuff that are all just stacked on top of each other to reach whatever. I don't even remember what it was they were trying to get to, but there's certainly a lot of older shows. Like I watched, it was like a couple of Christmases ago on Netflix. They had a lot of original old school Disney shows, and I watched Swiss Family Robinson on there. and I'm watching it, and there's a part where a tiger comes. They come across this tiger out in the jungle, and and I'm watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute, the tiger's here. It's not tied down to anything, and the actor kid is like right here. It's like, what the heck is going on? Oh my god, that kid could have been eaten in a second if this tiger had wanted to.
No, that was the two tiger guys. I forgot their names.
Oh, the one, they're both dead now, aren't they? From Las Vegas.
One of them got attacked by one of those sweet old tigers.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yep, Siegfried and Lunch. Those guys.
Yeah. They were frightened by a woman's wig.
Hi, Heather.
Hello.
Heather.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm wearing my Mother Christmas outfit.
You've had a few beers.
We've actually just finished lunch. I've got an hour before I have to go to work. But do you want to say hello to I don't know if you can.
Yeah,
Mom, say hello to everyone.
Hello.
This is Aaron from Doof Doof Paranormal. This is my mum.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi, Werner.
We're just having our pudding. Am I put a sample?
Oh, Jesus, she's on it. Oh my God!
We're having our pudding, apparently.
We're on YouTube.
Hi.
Hello to everyone.
Hi.
So, buddy, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Merry Christmas.
Have a happy New Year.
Oh, you too, buddy.
I hope we're going to get drunk tonight.
Oh,
I'm
trying.
Ewan's already drunk.
Harold.
Hello, Harold.
Buddy.
Hello, Harold.
Can you see us?
Christmas in Australia, folks. Christmas live feed. Christmas in Australia.
Hello.
Yes. And look, Harold's eaten his Christmas pudding already. There's none left.
Oh, wow. That was good stuff, apparently.
He's a glutton.
I'm also a glutton. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is it warm there, Heather? Is it warm?
No, it's freezing.
Oh, is it?
Absolutely. It's 21 and it's raining. We haven't had rain on Christmas Day for 50 years. I don't like it. I don't like anything.
Go, have a nice sleep, Betty, and we'll see what Santa brings you in the morning.
Oh, Betty's there. Hello, Betty.
Yeah, Betty's there. She's heading off. Oh, and Betty Gathers was here too, but I'm not sure. I think she's gone to bed as well. Enzo says good night, Betty. Oh,
Hi.
I clicked on that.
I say good night.
Oh, it's raining. Yeah. Oh,
and Cheryl's here.
I've got an hour.
An hour till you go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, we've just been talking
of an hour.
We've just been talking about old TV shows that we used to love and you can't watch anymore because they're politically incorrect.
Oh, Prisoner is one of them.
Oh, Prisoner is a very good show.
I love it. I've actually started. I've watched that every year since 1979.
I am not a number.
It's not a cartoon. Yeah, it's not a cartoon. Yeah, it's called Prisoner. Prisoners.
Actually, Heather, I have a question. Here in the U.S., we don't have those things that you pull apart, and they have those cool paper crowns like you're wearing.
Oh,
now.
the crackers.
What do you call those?
Yeah.
What are those?
Crackers. Christmas crackers.
Christmas okay.
Is that what they're called, Mum? Christmas crackers.
Yeah, Christmas crackers. They've got like it's one of those little things. What do you call them things, Heather, that they used to put in pop guns? It's kind of like there's overlap them, and when you pull, it makes like a crack.
It makes
you remember those, Sonny? Little thing you would like tie to a door, and it would snap when you pull it.
Yeah.
They have like giant versions, and they have like little prizes and stuff inside.
Yes. And it depends on how much you pay.
You guys probably won't believe this, but they're outlawed here in California now.
No.
Sorry. Hang on. Mum's whispering in my ear.
Oh, no. What's Mom whispering?
Sorry. Oh. No, it's all right. It's all right.
Obviously, something we can't say on live YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, you can, but it's just
Politically
there are two topics you can't talk about anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right then. Well, we'll leave it. Yeah, number 96 was good value. That's another old Australian TV show. Yeah, but they ruined number 96 right at the end. They blew everybody up with a bomb. Oh,
I know. And they've been doing it ever since in every subsequent soap opera.
Actually, wasn't there a bomb in Melrose Place at one point too?
Oh, there was a bomb in Melrose Place. There was a bomb in East Street. There was a bomb in Prisoner. There was a bomb in Neighbours. There was a bomb in Home and Away.
Daniel, Prisoner was an Australian show about prisoners, women prisoners in a women prison.
In prison, yes.
Yeah, and it was just Vinegar Tits.
Originally, it was supposed to go for 16 episodes, but it ranked that well on the ratings. They turned it into a soap opera, 2 episodes a week for an hour.
Yeah,
and it ran for and from 1979 to 1986, which was the longest running series of its time back in the day, outside of Neighbours and Home and Away, which obviously overtook that. But yeah, 692 hours worth of television.
Yeah, so you can probably just Google in the YouTube later Prisoner Australian, and then it'll come up. It was quite
or Prisoner Cell Block H.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, actually, I think because it went to America, it was quite popular in America. I think. I believe.
And it went to England, and there was a show in England called The Prisoner. So to make sure there was no confusion, they changed it to Prisoner Cell Block H.
Oh, there you go.
The prisoner from England was Patrick McGowan, I think.
Yeah, you want Prisoner Cell Block H.
Guys, give me 2 seconds. The dog knocked the food bucket over. He's hungry.
If you watch the very first episode, you'll find out why Vera's called.
Go, Sonny, go. Fix the food. Fix the food. Fix the food. Oh, yes, Bay Area ghost. I remember they call him Flipper.
Faster than lightning. Okay, my lovely. I'm only just called in to say hello and show you my ample bosom.
Oh, my gosh.
And you have certainly done that. Merry Christmas, Heather.
Merry Christmas to you, Enzo. And yes, Merry Christmas, Karen. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you soon.
All right, love you. Bye, Heather.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.
How do I leave? I'll leave.
Oh, I can remember that. How do I leave? I'll leave. Oh dear. Yeah, old Vinegar Tits. That's the name.
I have not seen one of those little paper mache crowns in a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen this.
With myself. Yeah, our Christmas crackers. Yeah, and sometimes you get really annoyed because if you don't pull it the right way, it doesn't go crack. It's like. If someone just holds onto the
is it like a wishbone? One person gets like the prize in the middle kind of a thing, and the other person does. Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's why you have lots of them. But
that seems like that would be really fun. I don't know why something like that never really took off in America. I've never seen it in the United States.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Are you going to Sunsaver? I'm probably getting off here too. Oh, well, all right. Then go on then. Oh, my favourite Martian. Yeah, if you have to go, it's okay. I mean, I think we've only managed to upset one person, so that's not bad going.
Oh, I imagine we've upset more. They're just very patient.
No harm meant. But yeah, my favourite Martian. Yeah, I watched a few episodes. That's on the YouTube. I found a couple of episodes and watched that. I used to love that show too. So many good shows back in the day.
Young Bill Bixby in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Bill Bixby was later the Hulk.
That's right. That's how I knew him as a kid.
Yeah, me too. And Bewitched, yeah. Sunsaver says, it was good to see you two and Sunny. Been a minute since I called him on a live show. Well, there you go. You just did. See? There you go.
Yep.
Merry
Good
Christmas.
to see you, Sunsaver.
There you go.
He's
It's
a good
interesting.
guy.
I sent out a whole heap of invitations for people to just pop in and say g'day. So it's interesting for me, mental note, as to how many didn't.
You know who your friends are.
Yeah, so I just thought that there you go.
I didn't even get one from her, Enzo.
You didn't get one. Well, I actually asked Enzo because I said, should I send one to Sunny? And Enzo said, oh, look, he'll probably be too busy with family and stuff to come on. And I thought, oh, well, then I won't.
Never.
And then I sent him one anyways, and it's like, yeah, if you're not doing anything, come on by.
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt.
I'm glad that you did, brother.
Yeah, and look, and I'm not sure what time is it getting here now, guys. What time is it then?
It's 10:20 p.m. My time.
8:20 p.m. for me.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, that's all right. So it's starting to get to a point where people should go to bed anyway because Santa won't come if you're still awake.
Santa is heading for Inner Michigan. We know some folks in Inner Michigan right now that they are heading their way.
Very good. Very good. How long have I been on for? I don't know. I can't see the live sticker.
3 hours, 20 minutes, according to the live.
Have I? Oh, God.
I don't let Santa come here because I know I'm kind of chubby, not real chubby, but my wife must be a chubby chaser if she likes me, and I don't want that big old dude in my house without me making out with my woman.
Night, Sunsaver. Yeah, I liked Bill Bixby. He passed away from, was it lung cancer? Something godly.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Oh,
he was a
smoker. Hello, Merry Christmas. Yeah, so many. I still remember being very sad seeing, Darren from Bewitched when he had emphysema, and he was E.T., the TV show E.T., a whole heap of people wrote letters to him to say how much he meant to them as children growing up, watching him in Bewitched and whatnot. And he was on E.T. talking about it, and he cried and said that he thought people had forgotten who he was. And I thought, yeah, we do, because we think they're movie stars, they're TV stars. Like, even when they're old, they don't want to hear from their fans. Like, you don't want to invade their privacy. But in retrospect, when you realise that they're not a star anymore, we still see them on TV in reruns, so we think, oh, they're still untouchable. You can't.
Right.
Big stars, big people, they don't want to talk to us, really. We're a nuisance. Like, that's how you think.
There's a few channels here in the U.S. that they specifically cover those older shows. MeTV is one of them and stuff like that.
That's what I watched while I was there. Yeah.
Where they'll have them come back and they'll do, recent, modern day kind of interviews with them talking about things like, 30, 40 years after they were on a show. I remember it was like last year or the year before, they had all of the I Dream of Jeannie cast was all in there talking and things like that about the show and how they moved forward and all of that. And it's always enjoyable to hear like the little shenanigans that would go on when the cameras were off, things like that that people love to hear.
Yeah,
so they're certainly not forgotten, especially today in the electronic age, which I don't think they.
But it was sad seeing him cry like that and knowing that that's how he felt, because he was not a rich man. He was very ill. He had the oxygen.
Was this Dick Sargent or Dick York?
Yeah, Dick York. York. Yeah, so emphysema got him in the end. But, geez, it was sad because he had – I mean, that's why he left the show too, because he had a back injury and the pain was just too much. That's why he left, and that's when they replaced him with Dick York. Like, we didn't notice. Darren changed. But yeah, it was kind of – I don't know, actually. I didn't enjoy Bewitched as much after Dick York left. He was definitely his faces, the faces he could pull. What are you doing, Sonny? That's a squeaky noise. What's that noise?
That's why I'm muted. I'm sorry. I can't tell you. That's why it's below the camera.
You need more oil then, Sonny. Or hand moisturizer.
Oh.
Oh dear, man.
It's a little grinder. And that little vibration trick you're hearing is vibration, and it drops. It's just got a keef catcher on it, and it catches the keef. That vibration sends it through. It's a little trick I do. I just didn't realize I thought I was muted when I did that.
No. What are you up to? Oh, well, I should. Pancreatic. Was it pancreatic cancer got York though? Wasn't it? It was emphysema. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. What?
One of them was pancreatic cancer, and one of them was the emphysema, the breathing thing. Unless it was both, but either way, they were both screwed. It's shit, really. I don't like it.
That whole generation
was a lot of cancer.
Well, smoking is good for you. 4 out of 5 doctors say it's fine. Things like that, where it was really, really blown out of proportion, and it wasn't. It's one of those things you don't know, and that they're telling you bullshit until the very end of your life. So it's not. I say that as a smoker myself, and I do the vape thing, of course. Is the vape thing any better? Well, it's a different poison. I think
different chemicals, different poison.
Yeah, am I going to immediately keel over like those guys? Maybe not, but I'm probably still going to be poorly off in the long run. But it's a monkey on the back. It's that addiction.
What's that? He's muted, see, so we can't. What was that you showed us?
I said I smoke cigars, so I feel the same way. It'll catch up.
All out backwoods. I'm sure that the original packaging and everything.
I don't smoke anything. No smoking. I barely drink, and when I drink, watch out. That's why I don't drink. I'm too friendly.
I guess I'll find out.
Too friendly. Keela makes her clothes fall off. That's what she's saying.
Yeah. And sometimes I just get very give everybody worldly advice. I'm one of those well, why are you so bad? And then I'll start trying to fix everything for everybody.
Okay.
I'm one of those kind of drunks. That's why I don't drink. And I don't normally. The last time I drank was when I was in America in May, and I was sick. I had a hangover. So I'll blame Cassie and Ron and Jason for letting me drink that much. Dear. I was going to say something. Sonny. So I'll send Sonny once I've got it all finalised and stuff. That thing in Virginia City, if Sonny can come and drive there, because how long's it? Have you guys have met in person, haven't you?
Yeah,
Enzo, yeah.
Sonny and I have.
Oh, there you go. So you can
Las Vegas last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh, there you go. I can always chuck Sonny's face on it too, and he can come and. I'm just not expecting people to do much.
In July, I doubt I'll be able to. July we go out of town.
Oh, you're a bastard. Why am I even talking to you?
July, from when is it? Because I know from July 1st to probably 20th, I'm out of town.
No. It's the 12th to the 14th. But yeah, if anything happens and you're around, you know where Enzo is. Anything. So it's only going to go. I'm going to go there for July 4th. I want to have a July 4th in America.
Karen wants to be here for Independence Day.
I do.
First American Independence Day.
My wife's birthday is the day after, so it's the 5th of July.
Yeah, so you can say all the firecrackers are for her. The fireworks.
So we go out of town and we stay out of town for a while, and then hunting starts, and I'm just gone for a long time, months hunting. So
he's got a date with Bigfoot in his area that he's certainly seen some evidence of.
Well, there you go. I'm just trying to work.
Two of them.
I'm getting so hot here. It must be warming up outside. I'm starting to. Yeah, but mind you,
out here.
Yeah. Oh well, I'd swap you for a moment. I can tell you now.
This is the opposite side of the globe.
Oh, geez. Bastille Day. Yeah, that's the 4th of July as well, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the 14th of July.
This is who keeps messing with me, guys. When you see me looking down,
look at that guy messing
there. I call him Twitch. He never stops doing that Twitch right there, even in his sleep. So I call him Twitch, but he's always messing with me.
He does that in his sleep as well.
Yeah.
What did the vet say what he thinks it is? Just some funny quirk?
That big old pit bull you guys just seen, his mom is a pit bull, and his dad is a chihuahua that's only about this big.
Oh, that explains the twitch.
So you can't, and so I don't know how a half a chihuahua and half a pit bull gets this big. That's how big he is. It's my daughter's dog, and he just don't leave me alone.
Debbie, just type in share. I think it's just SH. Oh, hang on. Wait, let me see. Banners. Can you see that? Type in. Let me think. Hashtag share. There you go. Hashtag share. Now, how do I stop that? Hide it. There we go. Hashtag share. And then that will put you up, I think, Debbie. Because Debbie's got a channel. She does some interesting things on her channel. But so what do you reckon, guys? Have I done my job letting everybody not be alone for Christmas? I've upset a couple and they've buggered off. I'm sorry. I don't think I said anything wrong. Just the subject went.
They'll be back. It was just not for them. It was not a holiday spirit kind of thing.
No, it wasn't. That's why I tried to get out of that quickly. But I'm all for defending something when I know there's fake news involved. So I was happy to do that. But there you go. Oh, maybe it was a serial killer thing. I don't know. We'll
maybe.
See.
Oh well.
What did you stand text? I don't know.
You can't please everybody. You can't please them all.
Everyone. Well, I don't know. And Sam just disappeared, so I don't know what happened there.
Not even a disembodied voice. I'm a little disappointed.
Not even a disembodied voice. So I don't know. We were talking earlier, and somebody said something untoward about a person, and I piped up and said, "Oh, that's not right." And then Joe got really political, and I didn't even understand what he was saying. So we put it into that. No, you missed that bit, and I'm like,
I understood where he was going, and it's like, oh, this is gonna.
I didn't want to go there.
Because to be honest, I mean, I agreed with what he was saying. With him, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, but don't bring
it. Yeah, this is not.
I didn't mind defending the wrong thing said about somebody. I didn't mind that because I watched that interview, so I know that person was out of
there was certainly some bad information being spread.
Absolutely some bad information there. So I cleared that up, but then Joe went on another route and I went, oh, no. But then Joe left. Our Joe, Bay Area ghost, our Joe. And I'm thinking, no, I don't want to go there. And then we started to change the subject to something lighter. We started talking about serial killers.
Cheryl King says they've totally enjoyed being with all. So.
Oh, thank you, Cheryl. And then somebody popped up and said, "Oh, well, this isn't very Christmassy. I'm going," and they left. And then shortly after, Sam just disappeared. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe she just dropped out.
Hey.
But so there you go. So you can't.
That particular persons did say they were under the weather earlier. Yeah. So
I was on with Sam earlier. It was fun. I got to hang out with her.
Yeah, you were on with her last night, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Sam's all right. She's I was going to try and pop in, but I was crook as a dog.
I slept through the entire thing when she was on. I was out.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dan Tex. It is fun in here. I suppose I can stay on for a bit more then. Because all I'm going to do is get off. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here. Oh, and there's still 17 people in the chat, Enzo. I guess that's 17 people that have still got nothing to do other than listen to me carry on or whatever. Hey, Sonny, have you had, when you went hunting last time, because I remember you had the pictures of the Bigfoot footprint and you got hit in the head with a stone.
No, I got almost. This is the hat I had on. This is the hat I wear when I'm hunting. And
yeah,
I was walking with my phone and I stopped. My truck was parked right here. I'm marking. I was walking right next to the truck, trying to get my phone to zoom in. Okay. And I was on FaceTime with somebody. I didn't know your phone won't zoom in when you're on FaceTime. So it won't zoom in. And I go, oh, this fucking phone. As soon as I stopped, the rock dropped in front of my face and almost hit my hat. And it hit the truck. Wow. So if I'd have kept walking, it would have just hit me in the hat.
And probably knocked you out.
It would have knocked me out, guys. It was a rock about this big, and I don't know who threw it. I stayed there for a good 20-something minutes and waited and looked, and no one ever came out. I never seen anybody.
Sonny does have a channel. It's called Paranormal Chop Shop. Dantex. Paranormal Chop Shop. Yeah. It's a fun channel. He gets on like he is now. He gets on with all of his mates, and they have a bit of a chin wag and a bit of, you know. Yeah.
Sometimes I have pretty good guests. I get.
Oh well, yes.
Lucky. I've had some famous people in there, or in this field anyway. I get some really good guests.
Well, I fangirled over John, didn't I? John Goodall. Goodall.
Jim Goodall. Yeah, and we've had Michael Pratt. And
yeah.
We've had a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, so it's a good channel to tune into sometimes. And yeah, I like Jim because he's cheeky. He's a bit of a womanizer, Jim.
He's a ladies' man, guys.
He really is.
Yeah.
I'm too old for him. So he likes the young ones. I'm far too old for him. But yeah, it was awesome to see you had him on the channel because, like, I know who he is, and I'm like, oh wow, and it was interesting.
He comes and stays here.
Oh, and the fact that he knows, you know, Bob Lazar and he knew, because I said to him, did you know Chuck Yeager? And he did. And the astronauts. I'm like, oh my god.
He stayed here a couple of times, Karen. Well, I mean, he stayed here a few times, but 2 of the times when he was leaving here, he was going to Bob Lazar's house after being here for a couple of days. And I was telling him, dude, you better check your trunk on that Corvette. He drives a really nice Corvette. Yeah. So I'm going to stow away. You're taking me. He's going, no, you're not. You're not going to fit back there.
That would be my dream. My dream.
Yeah.
This is true. If I could go and sit with Bob Lazar for even half an hour, that wouldn't be enough. If I could sit with him for an hour and just listen to him tell me stories, that would be like, wow. Just to,
I'll tell you,
Bob
Lazar knows more about me and Enzo than me and Enzo know about Bob Lazar. Because Jim has told him about us. He's tried to get him to come on our show. And he's told him, hey, these guys, you'll really like them, you know. And what I'm trying for is to get him to not come on live and just hang out with us, so we can talk to him. I know it sounds so selfish, guys. I'm so sorry, but if I get to talk to Bob, and me and Enzo get to talk to Bob, that's what's going to.
I do have questions about there's a new 3D kind of like game thing that they're developing right now, which I have a lot of questions about that, where they have 3D mapped the sports model that he has described before. And there's videos out there of him actually looking as like, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it looked like when I was in it. But it's in a 3D space where you can kind of like navigate around it and you can see basically what he saw.
Wow.
You know,
that's pretty
inside
cool.
And outside of the sports model UFO that he worked on.
Well, if that ever happens and you don't invite me, I'll be sad. I have to come in too.
He's a pretty private guy. That's what I'm getting to know. Because I know like one of his best friends that leaves here to go there, And he's told him he wants to come, he wants to talk. And I still get the no, I think, every time I get the no.
No. And look,
he's a very private person, man.
Well, I know it took Joe Rogan, I know, had to meet with him for dinner and stuff before he'd even got him. And the poor man suffers from migraine headaches, which would be, I would dare say, brought on by stress. And so, yeah, you don't want to do. But I think Bob Lazar just needs to, and hopefully he does know that people actually do respect him and believe him, and that it doesn't matter what people say and try and call him all these silly things. He's he was telling the truth. I believe everything that he said, especially now since that thing come out, and just about word for word everything he said, they've been told.
Michael Grush's statements. Yeah. It's pretty much word for word exactly what Bob Lazar's told us.
And I'm like thinking, well, where's the apology, people? And for people to be silly enough to believe that the government can't muck you up, or the press. I mean, I when I was a little girl, I used to think the press, a journalist was who you'd be safe running to if there was a problem, because the journalist would look into it and the truth would be told. But unfortunately, that's not what it's like nowadays. Maybe when I was a little girl it was, but not now. So you have so many people just want to say all the wrong things and sully up your name and make it sound. I just hope that he knows that he's believed, and that never mind, you know. And he saw some awesome things. So wow, you know, he saw aliens probably.
Yep.
That's what
I don't know about if he's seen aliens.
But I know
he's seen some stuff. He's worked on. He re-engineered. Right. I think he re-engineered craft, and yeah, I believe him. I believe him 100%.
I believe him too. So I mean, I don't know if it's like aliens.
It's easier. And it's easier for me or whatever, or for guys like Enzo and I, or because we know Jim personally. And then, and then when you meet Jim, because Jim is something like I heard stories about that I was like, eh. And then when I met him, I was like, oh, this stuff's true. Yeah.
No. And Jim, that was awesome that night that you invited me in and let me talk to him. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I know who he is, but yeah, no, I hope that you and Enzo do get to talk to him. And if you do get to talk to him, tell him that there's a crazy lady in Australia who thinks he's awesome, and he chin up and try not to get too many more migraines, because it's not worth it.
If we could ever agree him to come on the show and really do the show, and we could have questions, people come in and ask questions, you would definitely be on the list.
Boy.
I would.
Yeah. But I'd probably ask things silly though. I'd say, so you know, what did you eat for lunch? What do they serve? What kind of food do they have at Area 51?
He would tell you.
S4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a question. Like, what's his favorite? What's his favorite TV show? Did he like watching Bewitched? Like, I don't know.
I think it's Paranormal Chop Shop. That's what he told Jim.
Oh, that's his favorite. Oh, God. Oh, thanks, Kibber. Look at that. Karen looks tired. Thanks.
Oh, no.
Well,
I guess that's the end right there.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving before she insults me.
Yeah, please. Throw another insult out there, Kibber. Thanks a lot. Hey, Diabolical Debbie, you're only 16 subscribers away from 700. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. That's pretty cool.
Dantex 1973 subscribed to Paranormal Chop Shop, and that's where you're not that far away from 700.
You know, we used to be up at 8 something, Enzo, and then when I went up, it just
when you take a break, like you do.
I went all UFO garage there for a while. We better get back to
it. Merry Christmas, Cheryl, and I hope your mum can eat some stuff. And I'll be winding up soon anyway, because I haven't eaten all day and it's nearly 3 o'clock and I'm not hungry. Amazing. Maybe that's why I look so tired, Kibber.
You're hangry.
Kibber knew that would get a reaction. It did. All right. Oh gosh. I don't know. There's some nice people in the world. There's some touchy people in the world, and there's some weird people in the world, and I think I'm one of the weird ones. That's what I think. I don't know. Weird is good. Different is good. Don't you think, Enzo? Look at Enzo. Bloody hell. Oh gosh. So what have you got?
I certainly fall into that weird category, I think.
I think Enzo will just drink himself to sleep.
Hey.
Would that be all right?
I'm sorry, my dog. He's trying to grab the mouse off the table.
Oh, the dog is.
Yep.
And what about you, Sonny? What are you doing for the rest of the night?
I think
you just told the dog to get off, didn't you?
I think yeah, I did. I think they're in there getting ready for stuff, and then my grandkids are in there, and I should probably be in there, but I love you guys too. So I'm gonna be out here just for a little while. I'm gonna go in right now. I'm leaving too. I gotta take off.
Yeah. And I should take off too, because I've been on here. How long now, Enzo? I can't see the thing anymore.
3 hours, 44 minutes.
Oh, well, there you go. I think that's long enough. And there's other, for everybody, I think there's some other people live shortly. So go check them out. I think Beardo. I don't know. I did put a link to people that were going live for Christmas. But
and so also, Karen, if well, you might, it's early there for you, but if I'm up later, Enzo, and you're up, I'll text you.
Yeah, no worries.
Maybe we'll go live.
Because it's only 2:40. It's 3 o'clock, almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. So, I'll go get some food, and because Kibba says I look tired, I better go and have a nana nap.
Yeah, you better take a nap.
I better have a nana nap. It's been lovely to see you, Sonny. You're always good value.
Thank you for having me. It's always good to see you too.
And Dantex and everybody who's still hung out. There's still 12 people watching. So Dantex and Kibba and Debbie and Cheryl. Well, Cheryl's gone. She was going to give her mum some dinner. And Daniel, I hope that the rest of your evening's good, although he's all bandaged up like a mummy, apparently. Bad circulation, guys, bad circulation. He'll get there. He'll get better. But, yeah, good night, everybody, because it is probably nighttime for most of you. Although I can tell you now, because I am from the future, Christmas Day is wonderful, okay? Your Christmas will be wonderful. It's the 25th year now, so it's all good. Santa came, he left you all lovely presents. It's all good. All right. Okay, Sonny, you go. I'll end this and then I'll say goodbye to you two. So hold on for a second. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm glad that I, in some way, could make you laugh today for Christmas. And I'm sorry to those that I didn't make laugh, but that's okay. You'll be right. You'll bounce back. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I hope you'll wake up tomorrow with presents under the tree. See you later, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.